Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome back to MIRRORMOURN. Thank you all for your patience. There was a bit of a delay. We had to miss a week due to a family crisis on my end, but we're back. I'm glad to be back. Happy to be here. We'll be starting things off with a combat encounter. We ended last session on an attempted rest, and the party was beset by foes. So that should be a cool way to kick off the session. Guys, you want to quickly tell us who you're playing?
Certainly. I'm Warsor, and I'm playing Walykos, the level 6 half-elf ranger.
I'm Vince. I am playing Vapor, the wild magic sorcerer.
I'm Nick. I am playing Adriel, the swashbuckling rogue.
I'm Adam, and in the mirror land of MIRRORMOURN, I'm alphabetically last, but I'm playing Aygir, the Artificer, who's a Hobgoblin. He's an armorer too, so it alliterates with that sort of.
Man, you got the quadruple A going there. Just a quick announcement as we start here. I believe this is going to be our last session on StreamYard. I have been learning OBS. I've already done 2 streams now. The yesterday's live streamed adventure Blood Lament. And then a couple days before that, my most recent Bard stream, I used OBS for both of those. It gives us a much more enhanced presentation, and there's like music, so I can put music and ambience on, which is a wonderful enhancement. So that will be cool. I want to say thank you to StreamYard. I've utilized it a lot, and it's totally free, so I couldn't ask for anything better for a nice free service. I like StreamYard. It's like very simple and efficient. I really appreciate that. OBS is a lot, so it's more complicated for me, and it's like I'm still learning to kind of juggle everything. So it's not a trade-off.
Got you, Esper. If you need help, if you need questions, ask me. I use OBS like all the time.
Yeah,
I love it.
I will probably be knocking on your virtual door once again, Nick, and asking you some questions about OBS.
You can finally get rid of my green screen with OBS, Esper. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
I just gotta
really
say,
cool.
I want nothing but like stats, like how many crits we have, like all these counters on the side, tracking everything. Like every time, Adriel tries to kill one of us. Yeah.
Every time I say,
okay, well that counter might be worth the effort.
Yeah.
You just hire someone to just keep track of every little stat that happens,
Yeah.
Like one of those people in the courtrooms that are just typing everything that says
stenographers. Yeah.
Stenographers, yeah.
So cool. Again, thanks to StreamYard, and this will probably be the final stream on StreamYard, and probably next session you guys are going to see a cool interface, and you're going to see me like fumbling all over the place trying to not screw everything up. But I have done 2 successful streams, and I don't think anything major, no major catastrophes happened. So yay, I'm learning. All right, let's jump in. I'm ready for this. You guys are in the Gauntlet, which is something created by the giants of old who used to rule this island before it was called Haven Isle, back in their day of throughout all of history, really, was known as Eyaberg. And they would still claim that is the true name of this island nation. And the dwarves, where they're servants and slaves and serfs, and they dominated the dwarves mightily. And you all have been delving through multiple layers of what would be old giant underground halls, and you are in this Gauntlet area, which is a pretty vicious course of traps and foes, and you're not sure what lies at the end of it. You're hoping that it will provide some sort of clue or even treasure, something to do with the situation at hand, where there's this looming threat of one of the old giant leaders, Baal Vonder, who apparently did not perish when the elves took the island and triumphed in battle over the giants. Apparently, he is still lurking in a hidden lair, and he has plots and plans to do something, reclaim control. You're not quite sure, but it seems to be looking like the giants want to take the island back in some capacity. Very well. Let's do this. I'm going to share the screen, and now actually I'm already feeling the lack of the battle music. This is weird. I've gotten used to it with.
It's okay. I got you.
Battle music.
Yes, please do. I'm gonna beatbox my way through this.
We need to bring Carter Rock in from the other dimension to get us some battle music going.
Well, he was more of a
Yeah.
poet than a musician anyway.
That is true. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you all are attempting to rest. Adriel is the only one who's not yet reached 6th level, and once he does complete his rest, he will achieve 6th level. But shortly into your attempt of a rest, you heard a clacking, skittering sound. Something rhythmic, something mechanical, something diabolic making its way towards you all. And Walykos and Adriel here, you're just starting to see these metalwork, clockwork automatons making their way up the steps here. Why don't you all roll for initiative?
Perfect.
They do not look friendly in the least.
I don't know. I think we could have some pets with them. Be fine.
Walykos, I should remind everyone, you are ailing. Something is ailing you badly.
No, not me.
Yeah.
Vapor.
Yeah.
It was Vapor.
Yeah,
No, it was Vapor. It was Vapor who got.
Oh, you're talking about different.
No, it's
Yeah.
Walykos.
Oh,
Walykos,
okay.
you were struck by this bizarre, aberrant, monstrous starfish creature.
Right.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, your skin is breaking out in these patches of like little nodules, and you're like itching, and you don't feel good. You feel a little ill. You have disadvantage on all your dexterity checks,
Which is
so that would
initiative as
include
well.
the initiative. Yeah,
Okay.
dexterity checks, dexterity saves, dexterity attacks. Anything that's dexterity, you have
initiative.
disadvantage on it.
Sure.
We're
Can I
rolling
just
initiative.
point out
said?
that
Sorry.
Yep.
Good thing I don't use dexterity for my attacks.
I just want to point out that I love how in the battle map there is a separation of the party, which has been a running theme going on.
Mhm.
Sorry, did you say we were rolling initiative or using the same as last time?
We're rolling.
We're
ahead and
rolling
roll it up.
initiative.
All right, on my new fancy Witcher themed die.
Oh, the Witcher theme. I actually recently finished watching all of The Witcher. So good.
Very nice. No spoilers
7.
for those in the chat.
All right, who's got the highest?
I got 21.
You good? All right.
21.
That-
So it's Adriel and then Walykos and then Aygir and Vapor tied with a 7.
Wow.
What's Walykos? What does he
11.
have?
11.
11. Okay, and then
Aygir has 7 and Vapor also has 7.
okay, got it. Thank you. And Adriel, you're going to be acting first. You hear the metallic clacking and whirring, and there's something coming up the stairs. You can't quite make them out yet. I know the battle map, we can see them, but you don't have a great view from where you are.
Yeah. I just want to read something real quick to make sure I do this correctly. 5 feet of view. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to think if I could use my my rakish audacity to get the sneak attack, but there is a creature within 5 feet. Like if I stand in front of it, that other creature would be within 5 feet of me, correct?
Yes, there seems to be 2 of them
Yeah.
coming up in tandem.
Okay. Interesting.
We got this. Just block this front of the stairs.
Yeah. I was just debating how I want to attack it, or if I even want to just like wait until like one of it comes up where I could get the rakish audacity. I think that's what I'm gonna do actually. I think I'm just going to I'm gonna move up a little bit, so up to that
Ready in
corner.
action.
Yeah, right, up to that corner. A little bit up, a little bit further up, like around that. Yeah, basically, yeah, like around there. Yeah, and
Taking
then
some cover
if,
there. Yeah.
yeah, and basically, if I see one of them, coming out, like if it's just like one of them coming out, because it's going to be a turn thing. So once one of them comes out in range, I will attack it with my short sword +1, so I can get my sneak attack on it.
Very nice. You see them better now. You have a better look at them. They
And
have long, segmented bodies. Their jaws almost remind you of a like a monstrous grub. It has some kind of like snapping mandibles. Their legs are not really true legs, but rather these like rotating spike wheels. They're composed of metallic alloys and bronzes, brasses, and
if
something is powering them, some measure of artifice.
And also, if it matters, since I still have a bonus action, I will bonus action hide, just in case the one that comes up is one that maybe can't see me, or maybe there's more stuff coming, just because I can. So I don't know if it'll do anything, just in case.
Okay, so here's what I imagine. You actually get out of where they can't see you.
Oh, would I have to move further up to do that? I won't do that.
I think so. But you'll still have some speed, right? You could reposition after that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll work then. Yeah,
because
I'll
you
do
can
that.
divide the speed.
Yeah, I just have to make sure I'm out that corner. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of get out of there, out from where they could see you directly. Go ahead.
They
and make
think
your
that
stealth
you
check.
ran away, basically,
Yeah,
is what you're trying to do.
That's what you're saying. Yep. My stealth will be a 27.
27. Okay, and then
I'll kind of move back. Yeah.
Circle back around.
Exactly.
And are like hiding there, waiting.
Yeah, with my short sword, and basically right when one comes out, attacking it.
Do they go next? All right.
Oh, they're moving at the same time.
Yeah, they move up. Go ahead and take your strike with advantage.
Okay. Sorry, it's been a while since we played. Finding my stuff again. Is this the right one? Oh, here it is. Okay, my short sword +1. Advantage. That is a 17 to hit.
You strike the creature.
Woo! All right, that is going to be, oh boy, 25 damage altogether. 10 from my blade, for my short sword +1, and 15 on the sneak attack. I rolled quite well. I rolled a 4, 5, and 6 on my 3 dice for my sneak attack.
You strike the thing, and your blade dislodges one of its, fastening components. Sparks fly out, and the thing falls over. And it's, like its lower half is still trying to move along, but it's all disoriented. It kind of like goes running around in a circle and then like clatters down the steps. And the front half of it is there and just kind of like snaps a couple times and then stops moving. It looks like this thing is not in good repair. And you felled it just with that one sneak attack.
Yeah, that's right.
But the other one still completes its action, Esper. It's on you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just don't attack me.
It continues moving. It positions itself to there. It releases a jolt of some sort of electrified pulse. All of you make dexterity saving throws.
Hey, I'm good at those.
Esper just loves saying dexterity saving throws when I'm afflicted.
Can I just like
Vapor's just not liking this dungeon. Nothing seems to be working for him.
I mean, in his defense, isn't dexterity the second most common save behind Constitution?
That's true.
Wait, no, I thought dexterity was the most.
I would say,
the most. I think it's the most.
I'm actually happy
you just mean effects in general. Yeah. I'd say
I'm happy that it's a dex save though, because that's my best save. So
yeah, that's true.
Aygir with a cool 19.
17 for Adriel.
11, thanks to disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
The 11's a fail. The 19's a success.
Yeah.
The 17's a fail.
17's a success.
Oh, I thought
the 11 was a fail.
Yeah, I failed as well.
Okay. It's 20 lightning damage on the failure, 10 on the success.
Okay, got it.
A surge ripples to the ground. Adriel and I think it was Aygir who also succeeded. You both kind of like leap off the ground as best you can, and just maybe a small little arc still manages to shock you to a lesser degree. Whereas Walykos and Vapor, you feel this painful electrocution rise up through your feet and your legs and into your body. That concludes what it can do, though. I don't think it can do anything else.
It's a pretty cool
Walykos,
ability.
it's your turn.
Bonus action Shillelagh, move to flank with Adriel. And I will make 2 attacks with not dexterity. I get +2 for flanking, right?
Indeed.
Shall at least not a dexterity attack?
No,
Wisdom.
because Shillelagh.
Oh, interesting.
it
It's a
uses your
magic.
spell.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Shillelagh the cantrip gives you this like wisdom
Mhm.
attack with it kind of powers up your weapon with
First attack,
primal
I-
magic.
I assume a 12 isn't going to do it.
It does not.
Wow, that was 2 12s in a row. That was bad luck.
All right. Your bludgeon smacks off of the metallic plates of the creature. It is unfazed. Aygir,
Yeah.
what have you?
All right. So I've just seen that happen, and yet I think I'm tempted to do a similar thing and rush forth and try and attack it with both of my weapons. So my extra attack. We're gonna go ahead and swing with everything. And this, it's worth mentioning that my sword here is a radiant weapon. It's bearing a new infusion that I have, so it's actually like glowing as I'm doing this. And
Excellent.
Despite that, I think I have maybe 1 hit, possibly 2. I have. Okay, actually, never mind. Yeah, I have 1 that's a 19, 1 that's a 16, and 1 that's an 11. So I assume the 11 misses.
11
The
definitely.
first
doesn't.
2 are hits.
Nice.
Nice. Man. Rolling 2 2s in a row sucks.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so that's
Yeah,
going to do
not
thunder
good.
damage to the tune of a total of 13.
Didn't you just say it was radiant?
Radiant weapon's the name of the infusion. That
Does thunder damage?
my armorer feature is what makes it do thunder damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Makes sense.
You
Artificer.
strike the creature with a couple pummels of your what do you call this stuff? Your battle suit, battle armor,
Armor, and it's integrated
Okay.
weapons.
and its integrated weapons. Excellent. Effective strikes. The creature is damaged by that, visibly so, though it continues to function. Vapor, what about you?
Finish it.
Well, let me double check.
Mortal Kombat.
I'm sure you have
Can't
a
do that.
close combat cantrip.
Can't use any of those, and don't want to use any of those right now.
Just don't kill it. I want to be the one to kill both of them. Okay, just like do nothing.
So what you're saying is Vapor has to kill it now just to spite you.
Is
Oh,
it
and
worth
Vapor's got
casting a
that-
shatter on it just to spite?
Shatter's gonna hit us, so probably
Yeah,
not.
that's the problem. Shatter would hit you guys. So all my
just-
attacks are AOE. I'm sorry,
Just
I'm an
remember,
AOE.
you have that
Well, you have
mental
the,
thing.
Well, don't you
that
have the? Oh, sorry.
You have
Okay.
Stormbolt.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
which
I
I'm
was
going to
mention,
cast. And since it's metallic, I have advantage. Correct?
Mhm.
Indeed, you do.
Okay.
You got this.
But yeah, remember that you have that mental thing that you need to keep close to
I
Adriel.
hate that so much.
I mean,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's not
18
a
to hit.
it's not a you have to like him. You just need to keep close to him.
Yeah.
Or bad things.
Yeah,
will happen.
Adriel is your essentially your good luck juju, and
Yeah.
if you
Or I
lose
think
him,
he's my good luck juju.
yeah,
Probably.
yeah, terrible
what
things
that
are going to
means-
He's
happen
his
if
good
you,
luck
if you lose
juju.
him.
God.
Yeah, basically, I would say probably you need to keep him within sight.
Yeah.
If you lose sight of him, bad things will happen. Is what
So
you
what?
believe.
So what? So I'm
I-
curious. Then
so
what
the-
happens if I hide and Vapor doesn't know where I went?
He will maybe
Well,
freak
we'll
out.
see what
Maybe he'll
Vapor does,
respond.
yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm going to
find
leave
out.
this up to Vince to role play that, but we will remind
okay.
you that you should
Yeah.
role play that.
10.
Okay, what do you got, Vince? Or
10
Vapor?
points of damage.
10. All right. Your Stormbolt strikes the thing. Lightning ripples through it. And its clockwork gears cease to function.
I imagine
You have slain
they
the-
just
you have slain
fuse
the
because
creature.
the energy flowing through it just is too much and overheats it. They melt together.
I bonk it with my stick just, because I can.
Pokes it like, are you actually dead?
Mhm. I'll kick it back down the stairs.
All right. You kick them down there. They are certainly defeated.
Mhm.
Lesser constructs, probably in need of some repair. Though, really, what did it is that you all are making great strides in your own capabilities and magical powers. So it's really that they were no match for you all.
Aside from the 20 damage they did.
Aside from that, yeah.
Yeah,
That
aside-
Yeah.
was
That,
something.
oh,
Okay,
wait.
that
No,
wasn't
I just
nothing.
need a rest for an hour. I'll be back.
Yeah, Walykos is a little bit hurt from that, but thankfully he had rested and healed up some good berry goodness earlier. So yeah, I'm ready to long rest if everyone else is.
Yeah, I know for sure.
That's
Yeah,
Are you
that's
all
what we were trying
are
to
you all
do.
intent
Yeah.
on continuing to try to rest here?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I want to level up.
we're not going to easily find anywhere better.
Mhm.
Very well. You all are intent. And just for a reminder, what is ahead? There is this chamber here where there is a bizarre standing stone. It's quite tall, some 20 feet. It reaches almost to the ceiling. When somebody inspected it right up close and searched it, like physically searched it, and when
I don't think anyone visibly touched it though, and it just went off.
Yeah, somebody went up right to it though and was searching it, and when that happened, it
Vapor.
conjured. Yeah, I think it was Vapor. Yeah, it was, because that's also what struck Vapor with the madness that makes him treat Adriel as his
That's
good
right.
luck.
It was actually Aygir and Vapor, not to just put
Oh,
Vapor.
okay,
inside
Yeah.
all
Okay.
one.
I was
Yeah.
pretty sure Aygir did it because like
Yeah.
Aygir always does that kind of thing. Like,
Well, he did. He just happened to this time make his save.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use 3 of my remaining hit dice to heal up. And let us know when the long rest is done, Esper.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
use my hit
making a
dice as
roll
well.
here. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a roll. Give me 1 sec.
Sure.
Oh, cool. I got exactly 10 on my hit dice. Then I'll get them back after the long rest.
That. Perfect. I'm at full. Good roll on the last one.
Does anyone
2
hear that
hours.
noise?
Yeah, I was just gonna say something. There's this little rattling type sound in the background. It's very quiet. You can only hear it when there's like a lull in someone speaking.
I don't think it's from me.
I'll mute me and tell me if it's me.
It's
I've
gone.
been muted most of this time, so I know it's not me. But
Is it
Oh,
is
and
it
there's
still
back
gone?
there.
I think it might be you, Walykos.
Do you have
Okay.
like a washing machine going or something?
No, it's probably just something from the apartment complex, as far as I know. Yeah, I don't know what it
That's
could
weird.
be.
Yes, this is a kind of jangly noise. 2 hours have passed when your rest again is disturbed. Give me a
Okay.
second.
Well, we'll clear out this dungeon one way or the other.
You all can spend hit dice as you see
yeah.
fit from your
I
2
did.
hours passing.
As did
Yeah.
I.
You did? Okay.
Vapor has no need to spend hit dice. Vapor regenerates himself.
That's interesting.
That's why I said I just need an hour.
Okay. Give me a sec here, everyone.
I will say, I think I'm definitely. Oh,
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna make conversation while we were waiting, but if you're good to go.
No, go ahead because I'm loading up a thing.
Okay, I was just gonna say I'm super stoked for my next level after that, or after 6, because then I get evasion, which will be super useful for these kinds of area of effect stuff.
Oh yeah.
Evasion is one of those god tier abilities.
Exactly. I also get like 4d6 on my sneak attack. 7th level is really nice for rogue. Like you get a lot. You get like better sneak attack, evasion. It's nice.
What do you get at 6th level?
I get expertise at 6th level. Yeah, I get another
Okay, 2
another
more.
skill. Yeah,
Which is still
which is
super
also
good.
nice. Yeah, it's super good. Like
It's
I'll
just in
probably
a different way. It's not a combat.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just get my first 4th level spell.
Yeah, it can sometimes it can be useful like in combat, like if you're using like intimidation or something like that, or like stealth or but yeah.
I'm just here waiting for 9th level when I can put infusions separately into different parts of my armor.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a really good one.
I'm waiting for 7th level because then I can fly.
Flying is also very good. Yeah, no, I have a I have a one of my players in the campaign I run. He's an artificer, and yeah, he's like he's like always doing crazy armor stuff as well. It's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, the dimension door, here I come at 7th level.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dimension Door, you said? Yeah, Dimension
Yeah,
Door is nice.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be taking that because I was looking at my spell lists that I can find online. Unless I can reflavor Ice Storm to something else, nothing really stood out to me other than maybe greater invisibility.
Honestly, Dimension Door is just like a nice thing to have, like
Oh,
always.
yeah.
Like it's a good escape way. It's a good way of getting away. It's a good way of chasing down. Like you have so many uses for it, you know. Plus, you can take someone else with you as well. I think, right? Like you can take one other person with you, or is that at a higher level?
Yeah, Dimension Door is amazing.
It's probably one of like the best spells in the game, in my opinion. Like I think it's really good. Just has a lot of
It's
utility.
awesome. Okay, almost there, guys. What did I do?
Yeah, I can take up to one willing person within 5 feet of me that's same size or
There we go.
smaller.
Okay.
And since he's now almost 6 feet tall, he took a few people with him because Wild Magic Surge made him grow.
Yeah, I get this cool thing at level 9 for my Swashbuckler Panache. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like I get like this
Panache.
Right? Panache, yeah. Thank you.
Panache.
Yeah, and it's what is it? It's like it gets like disadvantage on attack rolls against things if I like succeed on like a charisma check. It's pretty fancy.
I get my 5th level spell slot then. I don't know what I'm going to pick up for that because I'm still
Also, Nick,
Mm.
the other feature of yours is pronounced rakish audacity.
Oh, it's not rakish? Oh, I thought it was pronounced
Yeah.
rakish.
Rakish comes from the word rake. Actually, it comes from the word rakehell. A rakehell is like a very audacious, roguish, scoundrel type person, bold-faced, brazen.
Interesting.
Are you sure about that? I always thought I was.
Rakshasa. All right. Thank you all, because I had to come up with some. Well, I had to roll on a couple tables, and I've got it. One of the more complex results.
You make this up.
I do make things up. That is true. All right.
You don't plan for every possible situation always. What?
I do nothing but all day just sit here writing and brainstorming things. All right.
My ego will accept nothing less.
There is a sound from the next chamber over. The chamber which contains the bizarre standing stone. It is not a watery sound, which you heard before. No, this time it sounds like the crackling sound of stones moving and splitting. A great round of that reverberates and comes through, and especially Walykos and Adriel hear that, the sound of boulders splitting, sprouting. The rocky noises cease a moment later. There is a voice that echoes, speaking in the giant tongue, which is understood by whom?
I speak it.
Is it just Walykos?
I think so, yeah.
I remember that was something that we were lacking, so I was very happy when I got to get the favorite enemy giants, and
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, of course. Okay.
which if that
So
applies,
you hear
let me
a
know.
voice.
Yeah.
It is a large voice, as spoken by a very large, a giant type person. Seems to be a female giant.
Mm-hmm.
Speak, Thraits. You have come far through the Gauntlet.
Where's the voice
She used the
coming
term
from?
Thraits.
Yeah.
Thraits, which is like a term for the dwarves that the giants would use. It comes from the room ahead of you or just beyond that?
Okay. So down the stairs, yes.
Yes.
Would I like? I feel like, is there some sort of way I could try to convince her that I am a Thraits in the way that I speak back? Is there a term that Thraits would use for a giant master? You know, like just the wording could be important, if you know what I mean. And I will make an intelligence check to recall that info if you want.
Okay, go for it.
I have advantage
Make intelligence history.
because it's a giant check.
Okay, cool.
Let's see. Trying to use that. Where's my history? There's my history. I got an 11.
You're not sure of specific titles, but of
Okay.
course you can always just say the word master or mistress.
I will
Giant.
I'll hold up a hand to everyone, like, and then I'll shout down the stairs in giant. Is that you, master? We have come to take the gauntlet.
Master? I am not your master. I am not your mistress. I have been called here due to whatever it is you have meddled with. I suppose we are going to have to clash now. That is not what I had prepared myself for this day. In fact, this is of some inconvenience that I have been brought here. But if that is the way it must be done, then so be it. It will be done. And I will meet you in battle.
Is there
Through weapon, through magic, through cunning. Whatever it is that you might employ against me, I face this with great courage, the courage of mountains, the metal of unmovable earth. We shall see if this gauntlet proves to be your triumph or your undoing.
Are you the final test of the gauntlet?
I am not. I do not have this honor, but my honor is greater than yours. Do you recognize this?
I recognize that you are still completing a task that has been long forgotten. Is there no way that you might be free of this obligation?
That would be dishonorable. Why do you speak such things? You bear a strange tongue. What manner of Thrait are you?
I am no Thrait at all. I am not a dwarf. I am an elf. And I have come to this place not to take the trial, but to instead see what lies beyond at the end of this place.
Elf? Elves are not welcome here.
Well then, it
You
seems
should
that
not be in this place.
It seems you have a choice. Either fulfill the duty that you are here to guard, or perhaps, recognize that we are not what you are here to face, and converse with me. Tell me what, lies ahead.
My choice was already made long ago. I will not give up my word. I would not degrade or debase myself now.
All who you
But
made
even
that
if you
word
are
to.
not great,
Yeah.
elf, I will face you, and I will do what I have sworn to do. I will do my duty, and I will meet you in battle. By arms, by cunning, by magic.
The giants who you once served are all dead.
You know not what you speak.
You think that they are still alive?
I am a giantess myself. I live amongst giants. This is a great inconvenience that I have been summoned here. But I will reclamate no longer, and I will not dither. If you have good words to put forth, words of strength, words of heartening, I will hear them. I will hear your battle cries. I will treat them as my reception of your people's provocation of, sorry, I'm using the wrong word here, as your people's challenge. Thank you. Challenge.
Okay. I turn to the others and I'll say quietly to them, get ready. We're about to get into a fight. Yeah.
Don't
be
like the
ready.
sound of that.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to anyway?
Giantess. And I turn back
Oh.
and I shout, and I say, very well. If you would fight us, then come. I recognize your strength, and we will face it with all of ours. Though we may be weary.
I am curious to see what strength you bear and what abilities you possess. The world from which I come is altogether foreign to you. You will only know me partially, as you might know but glimpses through a dream.
How fitting. Well, I stand at the top of these stairs that you shout up. Come if you are brave enough to face me. And I'll move to the top of the stairs so I can see down. And I've got a spell that I'll be ready, but I'll wait for initiative to, to drop anything.
Does anyone else want to do a quick repositioning before we roll initiative?
Yeah.
I would like to go around that corner and hide, if possible.
Around the corner, like this corner here?
No, he means where he was before. Same maneuver they did.
Yeah, same maneuver I did last time.
Okay, you go back there. Okay.
Yeah.
And if I need to roll stealth or anything, let me know.
Could I instead be one south so that there's a flanking spot just in case it's small enough to fit between us? I doubt it is. But
That's
this also opens up your ability to attack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go right behind Walykos, just in case you need some like fire support or something.
And the stairs are 30 feet, Esper, of stairs. I know that it's smaller on the map, but I know it's from top to bottom.
They're actually not that much. No,
15 feet.
It would just be 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, just 10.
But lengthwise, it looks like 15, or is it just 2 squares?
Let me double check.
I guess it would be 15 if you take it all the way to the hallway. To the opening.
The stairs themselves are
10 feet.
Yeah, occupy 10 feet.
Cool, I get it.
Okay, and what about Vapor? Do you want to do a quick repositioning?
Yeah,
You would have
Vapor's
had
going to back up just a bit, pretty much to that corner that's right to the left of him. He's not going around it, but he's just moving to that position, so he's a little more spread out.
Okay. Just a little bit like that?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Why don't you all roll for initiative then? And this will get things kicked off.
I'm rolling.
Did I need to do a stealth roll as well, by the way?
He'll ask
your initiative
you
first, and then we'll do.
Yeah.
Just keep it organized that way. Don't forget your disadvantage.
I didn't. Trust me, I would have had a 23 if not for disadvantage.
I did get a 23, actually.
Yeah.
I got the 23 for both of us, Walykos.
I appreciate that.
Aygir has a 17.
Vapor has an 11. It looks like.
Who
Yep.
got the highest? It was 23, Adriel.
20, yes, 23 for me.
That is quite high. All right, after 23.
17 for Aygir.
Okay.
And then Vapor with an 11. And then Walykos with a 6. I think it's the same order that we had last time, actually.
No, Walykos was second.
Oh, that's right. Walykos was second last time.
Yeah.
Walykos and Aygir swap places.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Go ahead with the stealth check, Adriel.
Woot woot. This is all I want to do every session. 19.
Yeah. Giants are no
19
pushovers.
is quite
though.
good. 19 is quite good. All right.
We're gonna earn the hell out of this long rest.
For sure.
All right. So we are not starting off with any kind of surprise rounds. Apparently, her hearing was quite keen. She's aware of all of you, though.
That's fine.
Adriel, you are first.
All right. I will stay hidden where I am, and
Ready.
I
in
suppose,
action.
yeah, I'll ready what I did last time, essentially. So, like, if I see it coming out, I will go for the attack.
All right. And is that with a crossbow?
No, my short sword, my +1 short
With
sword.
your short sword. Okay, short sword. Gotcha.
Basically, like, if it comes out where, like, like basically what I did with the small ones. Yeah.
Nice. And let's see. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Aygir, your turn. There is some giantess. You heard her speaking. You didn't quite understand what she said. She had a cadence in her voice that was confident, but not a super imposing kind of voice. Almost more of a daydreaming sound.
All
So
right. Well, with
inconvenient.
a 10-punch hammer hanging from his neck as a spell focus, he's going to point out his sword as a conduit for that spell and ready a Stormbolt.
All right. You get Stormbolt crackling there with your arcane focus. Vapor, we're on to you now.
Probably just ready a spell. Probably Stormbolt as well.
Stormbolt as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Walykos.
You're muted.
Shillelagh bonus action. Ready in action to
Mhm.
attack her. She hits the top of the stairs.
right.
Just because I'm not going to use my spells until, I see her.
So this first round passes. It's kind of just a moment of everyone preparing and getting ready. It's the
Yep.
tension is rising. No one side has exactly seen the other yet, though. And we pass all the way back to Adriel.
I'll do the same thing.
Mhm.
All right, Adriel stays there, crouched with short sword in hand, ready to strike. Is this the impasse that we have reached? You understand this, Walykos.
Mhm.
And no one wants to reveal themselves.
If you will not climb the stairs, we cannot descend the stairs and be at your mercy. This is up to you to break the stalemate.
As you are speaking, you see something.
Okay.
So you are up
At the top.
there at the top of the stairs, and so you don't have much of a line of sight. But what you do see is a big arm and a big hand that's clutching a large rock, and
She
you
gonna
see
bowl?
the hand
Yeah.
fling the rock, and it comes careening right towards you.
I assume that she's attacking blindly with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
there's no actual line of sight, but you see her arm flail out and sling
Understood.
this
I would
pretty heavy
argue
rock
that
up
the
there.
lightning thing has a chance to hit her arm with cover bonuses. If she's going to be able to attack from there, we should be able to attack her.
Aygir's Stormbolt.
Yep.
Okay.
Stormbolt.
His specifically?
It's-
Oh, right, because of where he is. All right.
Yeah, Aygir Stormbolt. She's gonna have 3/4 cover.
Okay.
I
Better than
maybe
disadvantage.
Walykos can kind of see it, but there are actual like rock growths all over the place. But yeah, at least 3/4 of her body is covered by the wall.
All right.
All right, go ahead and take
cover,
your
but I
shot.
do have advantage.
Yes, she can't see you,
Mm.
so you have advantage.
That's fair. It's the bonus she gets for attacking from all that cover.
Alrighty. Okay, one of those is actually going to be the higher one is going to be good. That is a 20 something. It's a 20 5 to hit.
You strike the arm. You strike the giant hand with your Stormbolt.
Excellent.
And this is where we
Nice.
find out that she's immune to lightning.
Well, she's taking 12 lightning damage or not.
Her
We'll
stone is
find out.
empowered by the lightning. No, I'm joking.
Ah,
I made it
12.
worse.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You zap the giant arm that you see flinging this hefty stone. That seemed to work, but it is a giant, so you didn't like cause any major damage. Walykos to hit. There's a natural 1 in there. And
That's
this
what you
rock that's like, twice the size of your own head smashes against the wall,
Mhm.
and bits of debris flick against you. And you hear a couple heavy footsteps, not coming closer though. Just she's did some kind of repositioning, it seems.
Okay.
And we move on now to Aygir himself.
I have a plan. Yeah, but do your thing,
Uh,
Aygir. When my turn comes, I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to wait for her to come around the corner, so he's going to do the same thing again. He's going to cast another Stormbolt. He can probably do something more impactful, but not while he doesn't really know what she is yet. So that is going to be a 23 to hit.
You can't see her at all at the moment.
Oh, sorry. Never mind then.
You only quickly glimpsed her arm as she extended it out to sling a big stone in the direction of Walykos, who she heard over there.
Yeah.
Okay, then he is going to ready another cast of the same again, just because this is not worth a risk if there's a big giant around the corner there, even if she's, illusorily a giant and not really a giant, which could be.
Well, I know what she did on her turn, so I know she couldn't have readied something, which means it's time to act. But first, Vapor, probably.
Vapor, we turn to you. There is some sort of giant thing. Stony growths have erupted out in that room. How bold are you?
You're muted.
Now you're the one.
Sorry,
who's
I
muted.
didn't realize I was muted. Vapor's going to move up so he's pretty much side by side with Aygir and re-ready a Stormbolt. Had an idea, but I need to read up on the spell, so I don't want to take up too much time, so I'll just do that.
Aygir and Vapor are both there with lightning crackling along their fingertips, or probably along their arcane focuses. And Walykos.
Okay. Esper, I have 35 feet of movement. Do not move me more than half of that movement forward. Because I want to be able to get back to my current place if I need to. So I just trust you to count each move for me.
Okay, so you're moving half your speed. The stairs would be difficult terrain unless you would like to make an acrobatics check to run down them. It's an easy DC.
Easy DC. Let me just check my acrobatics real quick. The problem is,
You remember you have
save.
disadvantage.
Yes,
Yeah.
which means I'm not going to do that. I will take the penalty of half, or difficult terrain rather. Yep.
Okay.
So I'm carefully, going down quickly, but carefully. And tell me when I can see the giant.
Okay, so you go half of 35, so you really only go like a little more
15.
than halfway down the stairs.
Yeah.
And
can I see the giant?
Yeah, you're not seeing You're not seeing her. I guess you could probably see across the room.
Tell me what I see.
Yeah. You do see stony growths, kind of like stalagmites, but not exactly. You know, stalagmites, they really taper off and become like these spikes at the top. These don't get that thin, but they are still, you know, large spike-like, shard-like eruptions. Some of them are medium size, some of them are large size. The tallest ones are rivaling that standing stone, but not quite as big as it. So you've got sort of a little forest of stones that have erupted from the ground here.
Okay.
You're thinking you're certain magic has caused this effect. It doesn't look like they've actually broken through the floor. It seemed like they more came through with the conjuration effect.
Okay, so I peeked out. She's around one of the corners because she doesn't, you know, want to get hit. Makes sense.
The arm that you saw was to the north.
Yeah.
And you heard her move, and it didn't sound like she came southwards towards you.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like she stayed in her direction, or even maybe went north.
I'll shout to her in Giant, why don't you try with that stone in the center next time? And, you know, of course, referring to the cursed stone. And then I'll head back up the stairs. Then I will, because I still have my action.
Much of things you know little.
Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't know much about us, and we don't know much about you. So I'm back to the top of the stairs, Esper. I need the map. And I assume that I have 5 feet of movement left of the 30, you know, that got used 15 down, 15 up.
Okay.
I'm going to tell everyone, let's pull back. There's no advantage. I mean, we could continue being chucked at, but we could, you know, I'm saying this in Elvish. We could pull back and make her either come to the lava, you know, room, or we can.
It is no use going to her when she's throwing stones at us.
Yeah. So
sure?
I would like.
Yes, I agree. I
would like to dash Esper to back up completely off the top of the stairs.
We should put that trap between us and between her and ourselves.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't know this language too well.
No, I understand. Put me right behind Adriel. Esper, just straight north. Yep. And I will hold my position there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Adriel, we're back to you. Your dear friend Walykos is suggesting a different tactic to reposition farther back this way to the north.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has a bunch of stones that she can chuck down there that she created.
Yeah, no, I will. I'll actually back away to that top, so above Walykos to the right.
Okay.
So around that little corner, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right there. And if I need to do another stealth, I can, but I don't think I need to since she probably didn't see me move.
There was a rope.
Well, she certainly can't see you, so that's true. If you'd like to make a stealth check to go into hiding to see if she can't even hear you or know anything about your whereabouts, you can do that.
I'll go for it. That's even higher, 23 this time.
Okay, 23. Okay.
And then I will ready the same action that I did before with my +1 short sword. If I see it come by, I will go for an attack.
Gotcha.
Okay. Very good. Aygir, what have you?
All right. So he's going to go behind that other corner, like just behind that other corner, such that he still has a potential line of sight to the top of the stairs. And then ready another storm bolt. Not an exciting solution, but, you know, if she's coming around the corner, she's getting hit by it.
Yeah. There's no point in letting her make disadvantaged attacks on us till she hits. Like, make her commit.
Sure. Yeah. I don't think every move, if you're trying to be smart about it, not every move has to be exciting. Just depends how you want to play your character.
Yeah.
At the Blackrock Isle, there was that big encounter, and you guys just didn't necessarily do the most exciting thing, but you had great success with a very smart plan. Yeah.
The battle.
All right. Well, let's see what becomes of this.
Mhm.
So Vapor and then Walykos after that.
Vapor, yeah, that's you.
Okay, well, since Adriel has moved out of Vapor's line of
Oh yeah,
sight,
you can't see me anymore.
he starts
Because he
immediately
hid.
looking around.
Yeah.
Would he see him with a quick
Well-
look around?
Well, here's the thing, Vapor. You're not an idiot. You saw where he went. You just don't see him currently.
Okay,
So you know what direction to go in to see him again.
yeah. So Vapor is gonna start backing in that direction, and I think as just sort of from flavor, he's going to shoot off his spell that he was holding on to down the stairs, just so it's like whatever. It's
He
like,
has a moment where he has a slight panic. Shoots his Stormbolt off errantly, and you back up so you could see Adriel again.
yeah.
Okay, I dig it. Walykos?
How far back do you want to go, Vapor? That's important.
Since Walykos said we're pretty much backing all the way out, sounds like he's going to start moving to the climb point.
Okay, that'll be to the right side of the map, Esper, on the wall.
You all set up a rope
Piton.
and pipe.
Piton.
Yeah, pitons, and you're taking measures to avoid a nozzle in the wall that has a fume smell coming off of it,
Right.
which
I
would be at
did
your
tell him.
level. Your rope is like above that.
Yep. It went
I
above,
put a little
so-
mark.
Yeah.
I put this little red hatch. I know it's quite small, but that's what that indicates.
Yeah, I can
Understood.
see that.
Okay.
Well, just follow the rope and it should be okay.
Walykos, you going to climb across?
No, I'm going to stay where I'm at because I want to be the last person across. I can climb without a rope, Esper. I can just use the wall.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got a climb speed. Sure.
I do. So I will stay here. Honestly, I'm just trying to think how best to do this. I like where I'm at. I'm going to be a speed bump. If she came committed, like running in, charging, attacking, she'll have to get through me before she can get to the squishier people. So I like where I'm at. Let's do a dodge action. That'll cancel any disadvantage on dex saves and just give me advantage on, or them disadvantage. So
Okay. So you enter into a defensive stance.
Yeah.
Adriel, we're back to you.
Same thing. I don't have a reason to move out or do anything in particular. So.
All right, so you continue with your short sword ready to strike if the enemy appears.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah, to me, if our casters can get across the pit, then I'm willing to pull back, but not sooner.
Okay. You hear the sound of the giantess's steps. She draws closer. You're certain of it. The heavy footfalls are unmistakable.
Okay.
We shall be doing this dance of cunning and of strategy, it seems. So be it. I play at that game as well.
I thought your game was strength, and yet you're afraid to even come and face us because you do not know what danger we are to you.
By strength of arms, by cunning, by magic. I bring all to bear. I honor all.
Very well. I guess we'll see which one of us is stronger then. Whose turn?
It's Aygir's turn now.
Aygir's turn.
Yeah, she's come close. You're not quite sure what
she's not
she's
at the top
doing.
of the stairs yet. Oh.
Yeah, she's definitely not at the stairs.
All right. I might. I'm just trying to think if I want to ready another Stormbolt or if I actually want to spend a bigger spell and ready like Shatter.
Problem is, if you ready a Shatter, you've cast the spell and you're holding the trigger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So no, I'm just gonna ready another Stormbolt. Until she shows herself, I'm probably going to just basically do the
I
same
get
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Cantrips. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, we don't have a reason to show ourselves. I mean, if she wants to fight us, she can come to us.
She's a threat that we can't rest with, but the thing is, we're taking steps to get out of her range, as
Exactly.
it were. So,
Vapor. You see
Sorry.
Aygir over there in the corner, ready up another Stormbolt. What about you?
I think he's just going to ready a Stormbolt from where he's at.
Okay.
No one else is making the move to withdraw completely, so unless someone says they need to all get out of here, he will sit there.
Once
okay.
again, the lightning crackles along the. Are you using the rod arcane focus, or what do you use?
Yeah, he's using the rod.
All right, it crackles along the rod of, I think it's like multiple combinations of different
Let
metals
me
or
actually read
colored.
the spell real quick on Stormbolt because I might have.
And
What's the distance of the
Walykos.
Stormbolt?
Okay. So she's not being stealthy. Can I make a
60.
perception check to determine where she's at?
You certainly can. Yeah, you hear her, so it sounds like she's getting somewhat nearer, but she's
Well,
not
I'm
on the
trying to-
stairs.
I want to.
If you want to be more precise, go ahead and do that.
Esper, if it's 60, Vapor will get across then.
19, Esper.
Sorry.
Since she's not.
Okay.
She's not using stealth.
Yeah,
I figure,
19 is perfectly sufficient. It sounds like she's maybe in the middle of the room with the standing stone.
Oh, she's all the way over there. Okay. I don't care about that. Yeah. I just turn back to the others and I'll say, whispered in Elven, I think she's in the middle of the room with that stone. So she's not coming to the stairs yet.
Well, we have to do something to make her come to us then.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not prepared. I'm pretty tapped out, I'll be honest. I would prefer to rest, renew my powers before, I have one spell left. And it's a good one. It's really good, but it's
Which
not
spell do you have left?
a second level slot.
You have a second level slot. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like any spell that I have, basically. So it's a good
Vapor,
one.
you begin climbing along the rope that is pitted into the wall. You take care to go above the fume nozzle and to not step on any
Pressure
any-
plate.
yeah, pressure plates or trigger stones in front of it. You climb, some ways across. And what else? Do you dash? I guess you could keep going.
Yeah, he'll dash across.
All right. The sweltering heat from the lava pit underneath you, I imagine, gives you great discomfort, but the rope holds fast.
I imagine thematically he's casting prestidigitation the entire time just to try to cool himself off.
Just fanning yourself. Yeah.
Walykos, what have you?
Well, on my turn, that was the perception check that I had just made.
Oh, true that. Do you move?
No, she's not close enough for me to feel like I want to stay here so I can hear her when she comes.
Okay. Understandable.
Yeah.
Adriel. Walykos is listening for the giantess. What have you?
Move back. Get your crossbow out. You can still shoot her from across the way. I'll join you guys as soon as you're across.
I don't know if Adriel wants to leave Walykos just like alone with this giant like on the other side. Adriel's gonna stay put and say, no, Walykos, if it comes here, I'll be by your side.
All right. Well, then we need Aygir to get back across. We could rest over there a lot easier than we can here.
Adriel, you continue with your ready strike with your short sword, waiting to see if the foe appears.
Riveting.
The footfalls draw closer, louder.
Nice.
And you begin to see her. She, is using the wall to her advantage, as though a great blockage of cover, a stony aegis against
But
your
she big.
squad.
Yeah.
She's very tall. She is not a bulky kind of giant. She actually is a more lanky and lithe, but very tall, standing, easily 20 feet tall. Her skin is a grayish color, kind of a stony complexion.
Yeah.
She looks hairless, and there's a strange characteristic to her appearance.
So
You see stony faces of dwarves primarily growing out of her skin.
Nice.
Interesting.
Her eyes have a deep and distant gaze, and you can only see like the half of her face as she peers around. And someone has surely some kind of readied, I think Aygir with a Stormbolt.
He sure does, yep. Hence he has advantage now? Still?
You do not have advantage.
Okay.
You and her can see each other.
Okay.
I will give her half cover. She's definitely got some blockage, but she's pretty big.
All right. Well, that is still going to be a 21 to hit.
That will do it. You strike the foe.
Alrighty. And that's going to do less impressive than last time damage. It's going to do... actually, no. Sorry. It's going to do identical damage. 12.
12. All right. Well struck. The Stormbolt blasts into her left shoulder. She winces ever so slightly. There's something more to her beyond just the giant stature and the bizarre petrified faces attached to her body. There's something about her. It's in the air about her. It's in her voice. It's in the way she moves. Something seems to be influencing an aura all around her. Something that seems to almost be beckoning your mind into a trance-like or dream-like state. Her gaze is so deep, so far searching. She slings a rock. She has a mighty bag of rocks. She'll sling at, I think Walykos is going to be the best shot here. And she, I guess, is the one you've been talking to her, so how appropriate.
Yeah. Come at me.
She hurls quickly a stone towards you. Again, she rolls a natural 1.
Such was the fate of the die.
That's great.
Believe me, I
now
feel
she's
that.
rolled natural 1s to hit you.
I've rolled 2 2s earlier. It sucks.
The stone goes soaring past. Walykos easily dodges out of the way. It sails, lands into the pit, into the lava beneath. Aygir, it is your turn. At the beginning of your turn is when we're gonna look at this effect, this aura, this dreamy aura radiating off of her. Make a charisma saving throw.
Of course.
Oh boy. Oh, this is going to be fun. Well. Okay. I rolled a 16, so I got a 14. Is that enough? Is a 14 enough?
The dreamy maze does not consume your mind, and you maintain yourself.
That could
Continue as you will.
Worse. 7 charisma is not my friend for those. All right. Well. Yeah, I'm going to cast Shatter.
Seems like a good idea.
That seems
okay. Shatter. Very well.
I managed to get through last session before the long rest without using actually any of my spells. So
yeah,
hoping that that'll be useful now.
We can hope. Giants are full of hit points, though.
True.
It's true.
but not immune to thunder damage if they're the way I think they are, or Aygir thinks they are.
We can hope. Yeah.
So what did it get? What did she get on her save?
Oh my. Constitution saving throw, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
She rolled another natural 1.
Ah, look at that.
This place is not conforming to my. She seems to struggle with whatever ambient environment she is in
And
here.
she is
It's not working well for her.
and she
Yeah.
is speaking giant, correct?
She
Yeah.
is. Yes.
Okay, good to know.
I'll give you a
does,
play-by-play afterwards.
That does 19 thunder damage.
19 thunder
Decently
damage.
on that.
Again, she winces from the assault. It was effective in its own way. If there's nothing else, it's Vapor.
All right.
Oh, wait, sorry. After that, I'm actually going to move over to a little bit behind where Adriel is. There we go. Yep.
Guys are not following the plan at all.
Vapor is.
Yeah, it's just going to screw up what I'm trying to do. That's fine. I will adapt.
Vapor.
Okay, so Vapor is going to get off the edge there if he's able to.
You want to conclude your climbing at the other end? Okay. Climb. Okay, so you still have 10. Well, you've used 20 feet of movement up, so whatever you have left.
Okay, that's fine. Does he have any line of sight on this giant?
You could move over, not much, and get some line of sight.
Okay, so he'll move what he needs to get line of sight.
Okay. There you go. I'd say there she has like 3/4 cover, but you can see, a sliver of her.
Okay.
If that's all you need.
All right, and let me double check the spell. Need to check the distance.
Which spell?
Shatter, because I want to see if she's within 60 feet. I don't think she is.
That's probably just beyond 60. She is at 70 feet from you.
Okay, give me one last.
You could
check.
jump. You could jump, and in the middle of your jump,
Fall
you'll get within 60
into
feet.
lava.
Okay.
Self-sacrifice.
Yeah.
Drop a shatter on them.
Mhm.
Tempting, but no.
Adriel will be like, no, I wanted to kill you myself.
Nope, I think I'm going to spend. How many key points am I spending for this? Oh, we'll spend a key, or not a key, sorcery point. Sorry, I'm still thinking of monk here because similar point system. We'll spend a sorcery point to distance a spell to double its distance and drop shatter.
All right. Once again, the shatter is cast upon the foe.
Let's see that
Yup.
con save.
There we go. 23 con save.
Yep,
Alright.
that will definitely do it.
Half damage, though, right?
It is, yeah.
So at least it's something.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. 8 points of damage. That's already been halved.
All right. There is a blast of thunder.
And
He
before I forget,
withstands-
Wild
He
Magic
withstands
Surge.
part of it.
Natural 20
All right.
from the Wild Magic Surge.
Sure. We now turn to Walykos.
All right.
Walykos. The aura of the creature. This is as though a wavering haze slithering through your mind.
Charisma save.
Make a
you said?
charisma saving throw.
Charisma's not great.
Got
Alright.
this.
Wait, is this against being charmed?
It is.
I have advantage.
Yes. Okay.
Half elf.
Ah, yes.
All right. That's a 12, unfortunately. I rolled very mediocre.
Despite your elvish heritage, the charm takes hold of you.
Which does
You are slipping into the dream of this
I
strange
cannot be put to
stony
sleep
giantess.
magically either.
You cannot take hostile actions against her,
Okay.
and she has advantage on charisma checks against you, like if she was to persuade you or something like
That's
that.
fine. I was not. Is an action that could harm her but doesn't harm her considered hostile? Like
I don't know.
setting, like
Can you
setting a
give me a
trap.
specific?
Yes, like setting a trap that she could walk into but doesn't actually hurt her.
That probably would. You don't see her. Well, yeah, you don't see her as. You won't do anything that might harm her.
Okay.
There's probably some exception to that, but setting a
That's
trap
fine.
that she might stumble into, I think would be considered that.
All right. I will say, guys, let's get out of here, and I'll just move. I'll dash. Move me 35 feet and to the opposite wall from the rope. I'm not going to block their path.
Okay.
How far is that? 30.
All right. There's 35.
And I have climb
And you
speed,
start-
obviously. So
You
yeah,
start your climb.
just give me another 35 dash because I can't attack her.
All right. Well, if you want to move,
get me to the edge.
maximum-
Yeah, just not the max. Just put me at the edge. Yeah.
All right. There you are. So Walykos has determined, yes, let's continue with our tactical retreat here. And he finds himself in a charmed haze.
Mm-hmm. I mean, retreating is the
At
only thing
the
that
end
wouldn't harm
of each
her.
of your turns. Wow. So you already get to make a save to try to throw it off.
Excellent. With advantage again.
Yeah.
That's a 13.
You make it free. Just barely.
Whew,
Nice.
missed it by one. That
Yeah,
sucks.
I'm actually surprised that the DC on that's so low.
Well, it's not
Oh, well.
meant to be her main attack. Obviously, she's doing damage with boulders and stuff most of the time.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Adriel, at the beginning of your turn, the dream wisps as well coil about your mind, inducing your persona into a dreamy, surreal state. Make a charisma saving throw.
I'm not terrible at these, but not my best.
Just
Oof.
don't fuck up.
Only got 9.
Who had
You
it?
as
Wait,
well have been
wait.
charmed.
Don't say anything. Esper. I was going to say who had advantage. Was it Adriel?
Oh, do I have
or inspiration rather? Who had an inspiration from last
I didn't
session?
have I didn't have inspiration, I don't think.
Okay. Who had it though?
Yeah, who got voted for inspiration? Was
I
it
am
Vapor?
fairly certain it was
Yeah.
Vapor. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think it was
Cool.
Vapor.
All right, just
Okay.
keep that in mind.
So, Adriel, you're free to act, but just remember you're charmed, so you will not want to do anything
Against
that
it, yeah.
is
Basically, you
harmful
can't
against
target.
her.
Yeah, I think at this point, yeah, Adriel will start
Withdraw.
getting withdraw as well. Because if I can't attack it, there's no reason for me to be there. So
Yeah.
I will try and start getting over the lava pit. I mean, I should probably be able to get past it. I can dash.
Dash
I can
with
bonus
bonus.
action. I can bonus action dash, and if I need to do it again, I'll also action dash. I don't know how much I'll need though. Will a bonus
Okay.
action dash get me across?
What is your speed?
35. So bonus
Is it
action
35?
dash. Yeah,
Okay.
so that would be 70 altogether by bonus action dash.
All right, so there's your first. There's
Move.
your speed. You've started your climb, and then with a dash, you go to there, and then if you want a bonus action dash, you'll probably
Yep.
get across.
Yep, I will.
Yes, exactly what you
Beautiful.
needed. All right.
Beautiful.
Don't die.
Adriel, the cunning one, gets himself along the ropes that you all drove with stakes into the wall, and ends by whipping himself off of the rope structure,
love how-
rope apparatus onto the floor.
I love how I stayed there for Walykos. Now it's like, oh, Aygir, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I mean,
Uh,
if I
so
didn't leave,
you
no
actually at
one
the end of your
was.
turn make
Yeah.
the save. It's both a low DC and even at the same turn you already
16.
start saving.
16
You've
this
broken free. You've broken.
Well, it does. It completely shut us down, Esper.
It removes hostilities for a turn on YouTube, but
It's still pretty bad. That's taking away someone's turn. That's real bad.
for her CR, it should be a little better. All right,
Eh.
that's fine. We're not going to be redesigning monsters in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
We're going to the creature actually.
Yep.
Hmm.
Run away.
Hmm.
It's a trap.
Walykos is there, and Walykos is not charmed.
I'm not.
Or no, I'm sorry, Aygir. Aygir's there, and Aygir's not charmed.
Hey, big lady. What do you want with us anyway? Go home.
I didn't explain to. I don't even know if she understands you.
We're not dwarves. We're just much prettier things that aren't made of stone.
I'm half dwarf.
What, do you live under a rock? Look, from the look of it, yes, you do.
I live on. She speaks to you now in Elvish.
Oh shit.
I live down of much rock. You stop of this challenge.
Down deep in the rock,
She asks
you
you
say?
if you're quitting, if you're giving up. Are you yielding?
He's gonna say, first in Goblin cheekily, and then in Elvish, you live down in much rock? Ha! It looks to me more like you live up your own stony arse.
Well, if Aygir dies here, I mean, he had it
His
coming.
own fault. Like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We can't save you from your own
I think you
character.
can survive a turn and then climb across, but that's a gamble I'm just gonna have to take.
Well, she's about
All
to.
right, so
threaten
she
you.
is actually going to do a maneuver of her own. She's a cunning one too.
Yep.
She leaps up there,
Okay.
swings with her mighty club, her mighty great club,
Oh, she's gonna.
and
Send
she's
you
going to
into the
leap
lava.
back.
Yeah, that's fine. Just
these are 2 attacks at Aygir. Does a 17 hit you?
A 17 does not.
Then surely the second 17 will also not hit you.
nice.
Ah.
Well, she's trying to be fancy, and then this place is too small for her. Honestly,
Don't you love it when you have like a badass monster, but everything it tries to do, it just rolls terrible?
well,
What's
she's
the
meant
matter?
to. Yeah,
Can't figure out whether to cram your own head or that rod up there? Let me give you a hint.
Shut up,
Imagine looking with
Aygir,
your
and
head up,
hurry
yeah.
up and climb back.
Yeah, he's well, it's not his turn yet.
Yeah,
but
it's not
you know what
yet.
he's doing with his.
Actually, I think it is your turn.
It will be.
It is your turn, yes.
Okay. Then yeah, he's booking it across the fire pit.
Climb for your life.
And you go over this way.
Yeah. Show me
Which
how
are
far
some
it gets.
decidedly uncharismatic things for Aygir to be saying, or more talkative than he should be. But I like to think that what he came up with there was kind of like.
Are you dashing?
Yes,
Aygir?
he is.
Okay.
You're gonna dash? Okay.
Yep.
Get another 15 feet out of it.
we're about to watch Aygir just like fall into the lava.
Or get knocked.
Nope,
into
I
there.
have a plan.
Oh, levitate. Okay. Well, we'll see.
Well,
Vapor,
Vapor's up.
it is your turn.
Yeah, get him out.
So I'm going to ready an action. I'm readying a spell. If Vapor sees Aygir lose grip or is about to fall into the lava, he's going to cast his levitation on him.
Didn't you use up your levitation, or does
I have
it?
not used it yet. Not in this dungeon.
Didn't you use it on
I
the
feel like you did.
disc, the big metal disc?
Oh,
that
I
you all
used it on the
floated
disc.
down the
Shit,
corridor?
never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, we haven't had a
Is
long
it
rest.
is it once per long rest or once per short rest? Probably once per long rest.
Yeah,
innate
it's a long
spells are
rest,
usually
damn it.
once per day. Okay.
It's okay. No, it's all right.
Yeah,
do you-
damn, I thought I had that. Damn.
Plus, readying it would also use it regardless.
Well, if he made it across, that'd been fine if I burnt it.
That's fair. Why
Okay.
don't you do something else? There's plenty of other stuff.
So Vapor's gonna move to by where Walykos is at because I think that'll give him a better line of sight at where the dungeon
Yeah.
or the giantess is
Mhm.
at. And
Ready in action.
let me double check something. Where is that spell? There it is. Okay. I think I don't know if it's no, he's gonna hold on to that. Not worth using it yet. So he's just gonna cast distance the spell on for another shatter.
Oh, so you're
Right. Once again, you extend your spell with sorceress prowess, and a blast of thunder erupts in the space of the giantess. Her con save is a 17.
Pretty sure that passes. Yeah, that passes.
Probably so. Okay, half damage.
7 points already halved.
Okay.
And no wild magic surge.
Okay. So you blast her. She still seems to have quite a bit of vigor
Giants
in her.
made hit points.
In her yet. Yes.
Yeah.
What about Walykos? What's your plan now?
Well, I could either save Aygir from any possibility of falling in the lava, or I could set up a really nice trap for her when she takes her turn with my last spell slot.
Now, this could be a gamble, but if I were you, would go for that latter option.
That's what I feel like Walykos would. So Esper, I am readying a spell, knowing that I will lose the spell. I could tell you what the spell is, but are you okay with me? I have one spell slot. It's going to be a second level spell. It has 150 foot range. It's basically, I'm waiting for a dramatic effect. It'll interrupt her turn. The trigger is after she moves out into the open, like past the
That's fine. You can just trigger it whenever you want. I actually think it's
Very good.
weird that the player's handbook says you have to specify this one certain condition.
Yeah,
because
I get why. It's so that you can't just blanket, like, oh, well, I totally was meaning to do that,
Mhm.
But anyways, it's a spell. I've spent my last spell slot, and
my trigger
unless-
is
Yeah.
whenever something appears that I think is threatening enough that I should loose my action at that time.
yeah,
Right?
I
it's
have a
weird.
really good plan for this, and hopefully it'll go off nicely.
All right. Well, we will be all waiting with
Yeah.
great anticipation and suspense until that momentous moment occurs.
Go on.
Adriel, you have crossed the lava pit. You're on the other side. There's a pretty good amount of distance and blockage between you and the giantess, but maybe you have something that you might do to get at her.
Yeah, I guess I'll put my short sword away, get my short bow out, and ready a short bow shot. I guess I don't know if I can. Hold on. Can I ready that with a steady aim? Let me check.
Steady aim as a bonus action, I believe.
Yeah, and I think it's only during this turn. Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know. I guess like if she can't see me when she comes out, I'm probably hidden. So I guess I could still get advantage probably. But yeah, I'll just ready my.
I'll give you two choices and tell me what you think of these. One is you can just drop the short sword and then get out the short bow real quick and ready an attack, or you can get your short sword sheathed, get your bow out, and that uses up your action, but you haven't dropped anything.
Gotcha.
Could
I'll drop
Yeah.
the blade. I mean, I don't need it right now. And if she comes, I can just drop the crossbow or the short bow and pick it back up. So
She's gonna running leap the lava, land behind us, and then
Push
we'll
us
be
all
ready.
in. Yeah, but yeah, I'll drop
And
my
draw
short
two
sword.
katanas and say it's nothing personnel, kid.
It would be hilarious if she does run
Oh.
and leap behind us, because I have something for that too.
Yep. But yeah, so that's what I'll do. That's where I'll just drop
Okay.
the short sword for now and pull out my bow.
Okay, very well.
If it matters, I'll kind of toss it further back behind me so it doesn't accidentally fall in the lava.
Okay. With the giant, she doesn't poke out much. She just emerges just a bit, like maybe one square
Mhm.
with a stone in
Hurls.
one of her hands.
Yeah.
And she slings it at Walykos. Actually, hold on. She might actually move up a little bit more. So you can let me know if that triggers your thing.
It would. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
The moment I can see it too.
Yeah, she takes like a nice stride up there.
I wanted her to leave the stairs specifically. That was basically the goal.
Okay. Well, what do you have, Walykos?
Walykos' spell goes off, he releases it, and spikes grow out of the ground in a 20-foot radius. I'm hitting the furthest corner, like right where her bottom right is. So actually the spikes go down the stairs and into our room. You know, she's basically covered the entire area in spikes, 20-foot radius.
Nice. Okay.
So if she
Well
tries to do this hop back and forth, she's going to hurt herself with auto damage.
Clever.
And yeah,
Clever girl.
it's also difficult terrain, so she uses up more movement as well if she has to move.
Okay.
This also encourages her. Yeah,
you say it's a
20
20-foot radius. That's a rather large one. Okay.
Yep. So center
what
it
do we
on
do?
that corner at the bottom.
Huh. Interesting. That was 20-foot radius exactly.
Mhm.
Like that?
No, not exactly, because I can't see there. So
You wanted it to be just on her farthest square and then extending back down the
So
stairs into
the
that other room?
center point has to be where I can see. So
Oh yeah. Okay.
put it right in that corner. So it extends out into the room, but it also extends down the stairs. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And if those stairs are only 10 feet, it should go into the room at the bottom too. But yeah.
Okay.
It'll be fine. And we know in our heads if she moves, we just do
Like
this
that.
many dice.
There you go. There's your spike areas in there.
Sure.
Does it happen immediately or does it happen when she moves?
It's when she moves. There's no damage immediately, but the area becomes difficult terrain. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Great spell.
Super good spell.
Great spell. Well done, Walykos. So
chuck that rock at me.
Adriel. Yeah, Adriel, you had a ready to attack with your short bow.
I did indeed. Now, would I get advantage on this attack since it still hadn't seen me yet? I was still like, I don't know how that works.
You had hidden, so yes, you have advantage. You shoot just before she sees you.
And it is in range where I wouldn't get disadvantage with my bow, right? Let me check the...
Good question. Short bow is 80...
320.
320? Yeah, she's within
She's
70,
within 80. Okay.
70, 60 feet of you.
Just wanted to check
70
because
feet.
that matters for like for sneak attack.
Yep.
Alrighty. That is a 25 to hit because of the advantage.
You have hit the foe.
All right, and that will be another really good roll here. 21 damage altogether. 8 with the short bow and 13 with sneak attack. Yeah.
She feels that.
Go back to the depths where you came from. This is ours now, not yours.
This is her turn. Those were ready to attacks.
Correct.
She was slinging a rock at Walykos. What she was doing. Okay.
Throw
So let me finish that, and then we'll see what she wants to do, having been
surprised.
put into kind of a bad spot.
I mean, she could get to safety by coming up to the lava. That's certainly an option.
21 to hit with the rock.
That'll hit.
It's a heavy rock. Walykos.
I get it.
Quite heavy.
Go ahead and do like a bunch of damage. Luckily, I healed back during the short rest.
29 bludgeoning.
course, half my health.
It can potentially knock you prone. I don't know if that's going to affect anything immediately, though.
No.
But hey, why not? Just
I mean,
for-
it costs
just-
movement. Yeah, to stand
Just
up.
for kicks. Yeah, go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Strength save. That is 18.
You keep your footing.
There you go.
All right,
Okay, so in the midst of her
movement-wise.
slinging the rock, she just got shot with a rogue's sneak attack arrow, and spike growth sprung up from the ground all about her.
Yep.
She
has to pick her poison.
Seems concerned, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems concerned indeed. She's moved half of her speed already.
And now difficult terrain will make it even harder.
Now difficult terrain. She will
come forward out of the spikes.
No, she will not.
Run away.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sure see, roll up 2d4.
Well, every 5 feet is.
I'm sorry, 4d4.
Yep. Let's see. That's 3, 4. Ooh, that's another 4. That's 8, and that's a 3. 11.
11. Okay.
Yep.
So she definitely pays for it with a bit of pain.
Yep.
Going that way.
Oh, I need to make a Constitution save for my spell to hold my spell. It's concentration.
Oh.
I got a 18. I'm good.
18 will do it for you.
Yep.
I think that's all she can do. She actually what she wanted to. I shouldn't say that. That's too meta. Why don't we go ahead and go to the next, which is Aygir.
Yep.
All right. Well, he's obviously first going to finish moving just to get back onto even footing there. Which would that take all of his movement or not quite?
You can get to there and you'll still have 5 feet left.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Is he able to see?
He can see her, in fact. She got slowed down from the spike growth, so she's still... I would say from where you're standing, I would just give her half cover is all. You can see
all right.
fair amount,
Well,
right?
she's out of the range of Stormbolt, unfortunately. So
I think that'll pull her back. Forced movement will trigger the spikes.
wait, what?
Forced movement triggers the spike damage if you can move her in any way.
Oh, I said she was out of range for Stormbolt. I don't know how it would
Cast telekinesis on her, Aygir.
Just break her.
Not a spell that I know.
That's fine. Just Stormbolt her then.
So I'm out of range for that. I'm gonna pull out my short bow.
Okay.
Is your short bow part of your armor? Does it like two?
It is not.
Bow
It's
arms,
just,
crossbow arms,
He's just got one of those little like step horseman bow holster things that he pulls out of from his side. Knocks an arrow. Waits.
Nice. Vapor. Your turn.
Or sorry, actually, he does specifically ready an action to shoot an arrow when she next appears.
Got it.
Very well. Vapor?
Sorry. I need to check one thing.
30 foot range. I think I can get her.
Since I did use up my last level 2 spell slot.
Just put as much damage as you can into her. I have a good trick that I can do.
That's the thing is I got 2 last big spells I can cast.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and I want to save one of them for if we continue forward.
I can't give you advice because I have a meta
you know what?
thing,
Screw it.
but
I'm calling
please.
in lightning.
Yeah. Calling in lightning. Nice.
Calling in lightning. Let's call on the thunder god. And so he literally is going to the way I imagine Vapor always is going to be casting this is he's going to close his eyes and just start chanting in primordial and calling on that god, the storm god's power.
Oh yeah, it was Margot.
Yeah, the living storm. All right,
The
you
living
chant in the
storm.
primordial tongue. These syllables ring with a elemental power that flows through your own blood. And there is a rumble, a crackle, even in this space here of this gauntlet of old. And a bolt comes streaking down. And go ahead and roll
Well,
your
first
damage, and
storm
I'll roll
clouds
the.
form in the room along the ceiling,
Uh-huh.
and then a bolt of lightning streaks down from the clouds, just striking her. So she needs to make a dex save.
Feel like there's
Yep.
like
Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage, and I'll make
darkening
her dex
in the
save.
room.
Yep.
As the clouds form, like the room gets darker, there's like the earth starts to tremble a little bit.
And there's maybe a little like tendril,
Lightning.
jellyfish type tendrils with
Yeah.
crackling splays upon them within the cloud.
Yes.
Ooh, that is not good.
Neither is the dexterity saving throw. I don't think a 12 is going to make it.
No, that doesn't. So she's going to take the full blast of 10 points of thunder.
Okay. 10 lightning. Yep, and you can keep that maintained, so that probably won't
Yep.
be the last of that. Ooh, well done, Vapor. Let's go to Walykos.
I got this. So this is going to be a very risky maneuver, but it could also pay off quite a bit. Esper, I need some distances. How far is it across the lava? Like, if I were to climb speed with my 35 feet, where does that get me?
35 will get you exactly there
Perfect.
on that square across
Can
it.
you measure from that square to the giant? I need a 30-foot, at least 30 feet.
There'll be another 35 to the giant.
35 or 30. This is very important.
Another 35 to the giant. Yeah.
Are you
So she's a
sure?
total of 70 feet away.
Wait, 70 feet?
Yeah. 35 to that square and then 35 more to her.
Is there any diagonal that I could use from the wall to the, like, I see you put me straight across.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, it's very
70
feet. No. Okay.
Is this like Magic the Gathering where you have this brilliant plan, but you're just one mana short no matter what you
exactly. It's a 30-foot range on the spell. Well, I guess
she did pay for it in hit points to get herself to that square.
Oh, she would have paid a lot more if she had gone 5 feet less. All right, Esper, I have 20 good berries from last time. Do I have to eat them one at a time?
What does Goodberry say?
It's very vague. Goodberry doesn't say. Let's see. Okay, it does say a creature can use its action to eat one berry. Eating a berry restores 1 hit point. Okay. I just know in the past.
It's a pretty good effect for a low level spell.
Yeah. So. All right. Not worried about that then. I guess I will get my bow out and shoot, and then just trying to think how to do this. Okay. I will get my bow out and I will shoot. I'll drop my staff. I do have disadvantage because this is with Dex.
Okay.
But if I can hit her, I can still do a bunch of damage. Does a 15 hit?
It does not. Your arrow clacks off of a stony dwarven face upon her shoulder and does not damage her.
Yeah, stupid disadvantage. All right, I would like to move 5 feet, climbing on the wall, holding my, basically put my bow like hanging off me, ready to go. If she doesn't move, that is.
All right, so
actually, instead of that, can I move to the other side where the rope is?
If you would like to.
Yeah, I've got enough movement. Put me 5 feet on the other side across. And
Like
she
that?
can't, yeah, and she can't see me there, so she has a much less chance without coming far out and taking lots of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then Vapor. This, I know it's faint, and that's fine. I kind of want it to be faint. This is your storm cloud. Oh, I don't know if you can see that.
Thunder's rolling and crackling up it
Mhm.
within the clouds.
Yeah, it's quite faint, but that's okay.
No, I can see. Where
I
it's
don't really
not
want
worse.
it to be imposing anyways. That's your storm cloud. As an action, you can call down a bolt at any point within the storm cloud. And it's actually each creature within 5 feet of that point makes the deck save against the
Yeah.
damage.
That's
So
pretty awesome.
yeah, and you can sustain this for up to 10 minutes by
Yeah.
concentrating on it.
It's
It's a pretty
ridiculous.
cool spell.
Oh
The
yeah.
only thing I wish that it had is that you could move the storm cloud.
Mm.
Even
That'd
if it
be
was
way too
slow
powerful.
movement.
Yeah, that
way
would be
too much for
very
10 minutes.
powerful. It would have to be a
Yeah.
very high level spell then if that was the case.
Really-
How
it'd
much
be
is
really
each
cool.
bolt? 2d10? 3d10?
3d10 or
Yeah,
4d10 if it's stormy conditions outside.
I think it's very good. Like,
It's
wait, is it
super
stormy
good.
condition? is
That's
it
why I was
stormy
able
conditions
when we
outside?
used it on the Night Stalker, I was able to do
Yeah.
when he didn't succeed, I was able to do massive damage because there was clouds outside. So
Well, why don't
Question
you
though,
pop,
Esper, is it
pop her with
stormy?
the lightning?
Is it storming conditions outside? Can we get that extra damage?
Get the fuck out of there.
If you are outdoors and it's stormy conditions.
It doesn't
Yeah.
clarify that in the spell, Esper.
Alas. Yeah, it does. It
It
right
does.
here. If you're outdoors in stormy conditions.
Oh, it does say if you're outdoors. Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
said if,
Of
if the
course.
outside was.
Anyways,
So
yeah.
So
Vapor?
let's move along here.
Yeah. Or
This is somewhat of a tactical fight, which is fine. Not every fight has to be this like berserker brawl thing.
well,
It
we're
is
kinda out of
Adriel's
spells.
turn.
This is second ambush while
Um,
trying to long rest.
Yeah, so I'm not. I don't have vision of it right now, right?
You do.
Could move.
Yes.
You can move.
Yeah, and you can
Oh.
also move. But
Is
you,
it like
you can
it's like
you can
3/4 cover though, right? Or is it just normal?
where
Like,
you are, I'd probably give 3/4, but if you just move over like 5 feet, it'll be half cover.
Oh,
If
Why
you
don't you
move
just
over
move-
to the other side, I'd just give you a complete clear shot with no cover.
Yeah,
Why
her
is this not
butt's
working?
sticking out, man. Just shoot
oh,
it.
so if I like moved over to where to like
I was.
beside Vapor, that would be
Yeah.
that would give me that full. Okay, yeah, I'll move over there.
Do it.
Yeah, that seems right there.
Yeah, I'll
That
get a shot.
5
I
foot
won't-
space, I think, is clear.
Yeah, I won't be able to do my steady aim, unfortunately, since I moved. But I'd rather just not have a disadvantage.
That's way better. Yeah.
So that. Oh, I don't think I hit the 10.
No.
Yep.
You arrow sails
Oh,
wildly.
if it matters,
A
like
fumbled shot.
Yeah, if it
Your
also
bowstring
matters,
snaps. No, I'm joking.
if it does matter, like was I able to like pick up my blade, like when I moved, or is that shed? Is it?
You need both hands to shoot, so
Yeah.
probably not.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you could pick it up if you're wanting to just like keep it with you and then drop it again.
Drop
and
it.
take a
Yeah,
Sure.
that's
shot.
kind of what my plan is. Yeah, just like keeping
That's
it
fair.
with me.
It's a
yeah.
little weird, but okay, it's fine.
It's okay if I
Look,
can.
You're
it's fine,
keeping
like,
it with you.
Alright.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can
like,
definitely do it by the rules. Just in my mind, it seems a little. Okay, I
Well,
guess
I
it
mean,
makes sense.
I
You're like,
would just,
you're
I
like,
would just.
I don't know. You
keep
don't.
it if I could.
You're trying to. How would that be
Well, that's the thing. It's like,
rationalized in
I
the
can do
world?
I can do it in the rules, but I can't sheath my weapon in the rules, so I'd rather keep the weapon with me. It's like
It's basically, do you want to take the extra time to get your blade nice and stowed away, or do you want to shoot more? And you're like, I want to be shooting more. I don't want to stall out a few extra seconds to get my blade tucked
I just
away.
want it with me just in case. Yeah.
So you just like, snatch it up quickly as you dart away and then
Exactly.
drop it so it still stays close to you.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry,
it
I would
makes
just
sense.
sheath it if
Kind
I
of-
could.
makes
without
sense.
Using an action.
makes sense enough that we can suspend.
I could do it in real life if this was a LARP. I know.
Yeah.
The giantess, really what she's doing is like just getting the hell out of there. I think she's just jumping free of the spike growths from the
How does she
stairs.
jump when the stairs go downwards? You see what I'm saying? You can't jump propelling yourself forward down. she's so big. I feel like she's going to touch the spikes.
Like she'd be hitting the ceiling.
Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna have her make an acrobatics check. If she can hit
Okay.
that DC 15, she makes an acrobatic stunt in the right angle and like dives clear. If she fails,
right.
she'll belly flop on spikes.
Sure.
So either way, it will be interesting.
Sure.
Yeah. That is a 15 exactly. All right. So she gets out of there. That was a bad spot to be in. I have seen your cunning. I have seen your magic. I've seen your strength of arms.
You've seen nothing. You've seen a mere quarter of what we have. And your retreat, I'm sure you are the best example of your kind. Very good at running away. And with that, if the combat's...
taunt me as you wish. I am not susceptible for such superficial and fleshly insults.
I won't bother
I know
responding.
myself.
Yeah. If the combat's over, Esper, because it sounds like she's running, I suggest we all retreat back into the tiny hallway to the north of us and finish our long rest.
Agreed.
Yeah, we
that's
got to
a
do
safe.
that somewhere.
Yeah.
Might be it has to be here, yeah.
So, here's what I'm picturing in my head.
Yeah.
You all take a moment to make sure she is moving away. And maybe you even get like cantrips and arrow shots readied. And she doesn't appear.
Oh, I'd make perception checks, Esper. I could tell if she's running.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Certainly. 20, a dirty 20.
Okay. You don't think she went very far. She definitely repositioned herself, but you don't think she ran far away. You
Yeah,
don't think she
Do we
ran away. No.
Yeah.
Do we think she'd do very well at fitting into the small hallways?
She would definitely be squeezing in that smaller hallway.
Okay. Also, not that it would, but just in case, I think maybe we better press the hand on the wall and rearm the dragon spitter fire thing.
Well, I assume that it's on a timer that might have already rearmed itself, but we could disable it.
We'll find out, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you all feel that, she's not actively pursuing, maybe she's waiting, maybe who knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
But she's Walykos, you don't think she went very far.
Yeah, she's
And
waiting
decide,
for
let's
us
go
to
up
come to
into
her.
this.
Yeah. All that we wanted to do was rest and get our spells back because we'll be ready. Like, I think we could have taken her if we were fully healed with all our spells. I'm not going to push into her turf when I have one spell slot and at less than half my health. So
I don't need spell slots.
Yeah. I will eat all my good berries though.
Okay. You eat your good berries.
Because that's 20 health back of the 29 that you stole from me. Let's see.
And still anything?
She paid for it, fine. But yeah,
10 minutes pass. The spells time out. You guys can do whatever you want during the 10 minutes, of course.
I'm good. I just
want my long rest.
I'm just gonna listen for her coming. 21 passive as I rest, basically.
So the spells have ended, and you hear her footsteps. You probably all hear it, and maybe Walykos hears it even more so due to his perceptiveness. It sounds though as she is coming back this direction.
Oh, fantastic! Move me to the corner so I can just peek around the corner to see.
She sees that we're still there, and she's like, "Nope, I'm running away again."
Well, that's okay. I mean, there's things we can do. I'll have my bow in hand as well. I recovered my quarterstaff, of course, as you did your sword in the 10 minutes. So. I doubt one of her rocks.
So
will even-
Walykos
yeah.
goes to here to peek around. Is that fine? Is that what everyone's wanting to do?
I would like to hide as well, if I may.
Okay.
That way
Yeah,
she
go ahead and do
can't
a
see
stealth
me.
check.
Yep. Ooh, okay. Plus stealth. 18 total.
18. Okay. And go ahead and make your perception check, Walykos.
25.
25. Okay. So she does come along. You see her peeking out, peering from behind the corner there.
Mhm.
I'm of a mind to put things back into initiative. Let's just
Sure.
start back at a fresh round.
Sure.
So some 10 or so minutes have passed, and things continue.
So then we go back to Adriel at the top of the round.
We do, Adriel.
Can I make like a hand sign, like to like this, since I'm the one at the edge? Just basically don't do
Adriel,
anything.
you see Walykos' sign.
I'll just wait then. I guess I'll take the dodge action, and then
Dodge,
the
okay.
bonus action hide.
You're just ready if something happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to have
by
your
the
short
way-
bow in hand?
Oh, by the way, I assume that like I picked up. I didn't mention it, but I assume I picked up my short sword, right? Like all the way
Okay.
out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll say your
yeah,
short
yeah.
sword's in the sheath, and you have the short bow still in hand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sound like plan? Okay. Okay. Bear with me. It's the giantess' turn. Just looking at some options here.
Mhm.
She moves. She's being careful as she goes,
Yeah.
but I think everyone can hear her.
She's a giant.
She-
Yeah, I can't imagine with a 25 perception that should out stealth me. Barring magic.
She
of course.
throws a heavy rock. It lands here. She goes back this way.
Oh, okay.
So Walykos saw this. She peeked out. She didn't seem to notice you. And she took, she like crept out with a couple steps.
Mhm.
I don't know if we consider this stealthing or not, but you all heard her.
Cool.
And she took this heavy rock and just like chucked it over there, and it just hit, just kind of smashed
Yeah.
against the wall right there.
Yeah, it's fine.
And she went back. So what was she doing? Maybe she thought there maybe is an invisible person to attack. What is it? Aygir, it's your turn.
Yeah, she doesn't know how we work.
All right. Well, I'm gonna scoot up to basically even with where Walykos is, peer around the corner, and ready in action to shoot an arrow if she shows up again. Just since there's no point in actually going out there and revealing my position to her.
Okay. Vapor.
I'm trying to figure out what Vapor would do in this situation.
Well, you've got your good luck ally near to you, so certainly whatever you do, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Adriel is very lucky. So
I've seen it. Unlike some other characters of yours.
it's true. It's true.
It's been a while, though. I mean, it's been
So-
over a year, maybe, since you ran afoul of grand demise.
Mm-hmm. It's been a while.
So I just want to say she was summoned here, it sounded like. So I'm going to relay this to you guys.
Seemed to be.
She was summoned here. How long do you think the summoning will last? Till we leave? She's stuck here?
Yeah,
Usually
if you guys
summons have
yeah,
a
if you guys want to
limit.
make an Arcana check,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I'd go
Vapor
for it.
would
maybe see what you
spend
might know of this.
his turn.
I know out of game most likely answer.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
Probably an
Vapor.
hour.
Vapor is not knowing anything.
Almost every summoning
Okay.
spell is
So
an
I
hour.
think probably Walykos and Adriel are concurring here. They seem to be of a like mind. A lot of summons last for an hour.
Yeah.
There are, of course, variations on that. It's not every single summon,
Special.
but that's one of the most common time durations for a summon. So
Which is
it's
why
definitely not been an hour. It's been 12 minutes or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. 11
Why
minutes. Something like
don't we just wait and see if she gets desperate? Because if she knows she's only here for an hour, she may start doing more risky things as it gets closer. Yeah.
True.
Vapor just, I think, actually still has that scroll that has that etching of that weird spell circle they found at the other temple. It's just going to sit there and study
at
it.
the Goblin Temple to the
Yeah.
the Goblin Shrine to the Eel Goddess.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just
All
going
right.
to start reading,
I'll keep an eye out. You
trying to
just
figure
go
out how
back.
he can cast that spell himself.
You chanting some Goblin?
Yes.
Don't do that, Vapor.
He can he's able to read Goblin.
Read it quietly. Don't say it out loud.
Read it quietly.
I imagine he's kind of doing it under his breath.
All right, so Vapor is deciding now is the right time to look over this goblin magical script and try to make sense of it.
Already in action, since we are in initiative, all this because I'm after Vapor, right?
Well, I do want Vapor to make an Arcana check.
Okay. Don't let your head explode, Vapor.
Flat 10.
Flat 10. Okay. It's tricky what you're reading. You don't think it's coming out right. You don't think it's going to be producing any effect. But, well, maybe a different day you'll be trying this again and something else might occur. Okay, so now we move along to Walykos indeed.
I'm just going to ready in action.
Walykos the wise, Walykos the tactician, Walykos the diseased with strange nodules on his rashy skin.
Yeah, I'm going to just keep my bow at the ready and hidden, and I push Aygir back. I'm like, Aygir, you're screwing up my stealth. Get out of here.
Aygir, do you attempt to resist him pushing you back?
I mean, I'll just move against the other wall of the hallway. And
There's no other wall.
There's space enough here for both of us. What are you doing?
Get out of sight. You're plainly visible.
I am out of sight. He's. I mean, where he's standing, or there is not.
No, if you're there, you're fine. Where I was standing, you could be seen potentially.
You're messing with his groove, man.
Well,
don't mess with the Emperor's groove.
He's not going. That's not how what that movie is about.
No.
Walykos, what do you do?
I just ready in action to attack if I
with your short bow. Is that right?
Short bow. I would wait till she's within, I guess, 80 feet would be my trigger.
Within the short range.
Yeah,
that's fine. Okay, Adriel, do you continue your dodge? Yep. Okay.
Dodge and ready bow if it somehow gets in there.
I'm rolling something for the giantess.
That's fine. Yeah. Usually it's the players who have to take the initiative. It's the monsters, that have to take the initiative in this combat.
True.
Because we're happy to wait. We get stronger if we wait.
Exactly. There's no reason to fight it if we don't have to. It's like
I mean, it'll disappear in theory when the summoning ends. So
exactly.
So I think I see the natural conclusion to what happens here, which is that you all wait this out in a more secure position.
Yep.
She can't get to you very easily. It would take
Takes
her
pot shots,
at least
maybe.
it would take her at least one round of dashing and jumping across to at best just get up to you.
And of course, you'll botch the jump and land in the lava.
Well, she is pretty strong and quite large.
Athletics. Yep. I mean, I would. What has she got to risk? She's got a duty.
She's just a summon. Like she doesn't. It doesn't matter.
No, she's not just a summon. She clearly has intelligence, but I mean, also there is a good chance that if she came, she could push us. If she knows this place, she knows that she could potentially push us into a death trap, corner us.
Well, there is a potential death trap right here, but you all have gotten on the other side of it.
I mean, the fire hallway is what I was meant. Yeah.
She calls out again in her native tongue. Brave you all are for elves. I must remain curious if you will see the end of this gauntlet. Perhaps someday I will learn. So she is not showing herself.
Hey, well, I've got an hour to kill. Let's chat. What is your name, giantess? In case we should cross paths again.
I am Culhane.
Culhane. And are you of the giants that knew of Baal Vondor and Baal...
Endor and Andikar are the other two.
Thank you. Yeah. I'll say those names.
I know not these Balin. I know others.
Okay.
Many are the grand reigning Balin of Grutfathers.
Yeah, I mean, we know there are giants somewhere else in
They are
MIRRORMOURN.
the mighty ones in the great motherland. Their armies are vast. Their weapons are mighty. Their fleet is like that which could boil oceans away, turn whole fields to ash, slay elves as though locusts before fire-breathing dragons.
I was about to say a locust to humans, not so much, but yeah. Well, that's funny because in these lands, the giants are the ones who are slain like locusts before fire-breathing dragons. They're dead here. You are from somewhere else, clearly where the giants still live, but they have shackled you here and called you at their whim. A whim of a dead civilization who no longer lives.
I reject your words, elf. It was I who pledged my service and my duty.
Be that as it may, you can serve and pledge your service to an empty city above you. There's nothing here anymore of giants. Reject, believe, I don't care. It won't matter soon enough.
You speak of the sacked city. You speak of Eoberg.
If that is what you call this place, yes. I'm not going to reveal that, I don't want to give her more information than she's,
And what is your name, elf?
My name? Well, I suppose I could tell you, since you are not going to ever hear or see me again, perhaps, unless we, complete this gauntlet and kill you on the way. I am Walykos.
And your allies?
I am not going to give you their names. That's not mine to give.
Is this conversation in Giant?
Yeah.
Okay, so then
It is. Yeah, she seems to not speak Elvish very well.
Giant is native, yeah. Is there any other questions you have before we continue to sit here in silence, waiting each other out?
We are at a great impasse. There are 4 of you and only 1 of me. Truly you are greater than the Thraits who were to have tread this gauntlet. But I still remain in great curiosity if you will see it to its conclusion. I greatly hope to learn of this. If not soon, then one day.
Why are you so curious if we complete the gauntlet?
It is a curious happening. Do you not find it peculiar? Are you not here out of great curiosity? You said yourselves you're not Thraits, you're elves exploring the sacked city.
Indeed. But in that measure, we are not here for the trial. We will subvert the rules or break them as we see fit.
Then you would not be the first to do so. You have told me nothing that shocks me.
Well, in that case, perhaps we'll just choose not to complete it. We'll get to the end. We'll see the prize waiting for us, the prize of all the slaves of the giants, and we'll just say, no, we fail. We choose not to accept your honor of becoming your slaves.
I don't know what exactly you mean by that, though certainly you will not be receiving any titles of honor from giants.
Well, the whole purpose of this gauntlet was to prove the Thraits to the giants.
You are not Thraits, and there are no giants there, as you have spoken.
Yes, I feel okay. Yes, we are in agreement on that. I don't see any further point to continuing this conversation, though. So perhaps we'll just end it here.
So be it. We have fought one another into an impassable station.
Well, if you're willing to come over here, I'm sure we could oblige you with a combat, since there's nowhere else for us to really retreat to.
It would seem mighty foolish of me to do that.
Well, there's much more risk to us than there is to you in this.
So she concludes it there, I think. You all have kind of fought each other to something of a standstill. You guys have gotten to a good tactical position.
Yeah.
And hers is pretty good as well.
Yeah.
She will not reappear.
Cool.
And eventually the
Long
summon
rest.
does time out. You all have achieved another milestone.
Yeah. All right.
Well done.
So, guys.
Now the question is one of resting.
I think rest is the move here. We're in a good.
We're in it now. We've committed to it. Might as well see it through.
We want our long rest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we're in a good place where we could run away if we really need to, and we have that lava that we can use against enemies if they come from that direction.
Mm-hmm.
So,
as long as I don't roll a natural 20 on this, I think your tactic works out perfectly, but there's always that little chance that something anomalous
I
occurs.
would be highly interested if that nat 20 happens, what it would be.
It was not a natural 20.
Okay.
Though, based upon my roll, what I do suspect happens is something does appear, but it either just can't get to you. You all can, send out shots that will drive it off. I think there is some kind of disturbance during the course of the long rest, but your tactics have proven sound. So good work to you all.
Okay.
I believe Adriel has achieving 6th level.
Yes, he does.
Oh, I'm muted. Yes, I'm level 6 now. Indeed. I'm very excited about that. I get expertise. Ooh, I'll have more excitement in level 7, but I still get some better checks on my skills. Probably I haven't decided yet exactly, but I'm probably going to be going for expertise on something like investigation and intimidation, something like that.
Those
Those
good
are
ones.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it either like I haven't decided. I think I get 1 or 2. I don't remember how many. I think it's 2. I'm probably either going with persuasion or intimidation, and then definitely investigation most likely, because well, I don't have the highest intelligence per se, so
But this will
investigation
add
should be
a
good.
huge bonus.
Exactly. Yeah.
+3. Yeah.
Exactly. So be a little bit more investigative, and then also have a bit
Mhm.
more charismatic nature with future noble issues or talking to my grandfather, just things like that. And it kind of works out in terms of flavor because I've been doing a lot of that, like kind of going
Both of
behind
those, yeah.
facts and things like that. So
Makes sense.
Yes, yeah. You've done a number of investigatory things in the past, recent weeks of Adriel's life. So investigation and
and most likely either I haven't decided yet, but probably the intimidation or persuasion, possibly deception as well, but
intimidation.
most likely intimidation or persuasion.
Which of those do you think Adriel has done the most throughout these recent weeks? Intimidating, menacing, browbeating, manipulating through fear, extorting people, or do you think he has been more eloquent,
Yeah, actually,
diplomatic,
now that I
persuade?
think of now that I think about it, it actually might be more deception now that I think about it. I think he's done more deception because he tried to deceive Walykos, he tried to deceive his grandfather, he tried to deceive lots of people recently. So actually, yeah, I'd probably go with deception here. I think like that's kind
I
of what
think
he's been doing a
that's
lot.
very fitting.
Yeah.
Okay, Adriel, you are now an expert in the art of bluffing and deception, as well as investigating, searching, scrutinizing, rationalizing through deduction.
Indeed.
Roll a d8 for your hit dice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Hit dice. Oof. Not the best. That's only. Oh wait, actually wait. Didn't we have that house rule where if I roll below
Yeah, my
half
house rule
hit
still
dice, right?
has been
Yeah.
that's been going on for years.
Oh,
So
cool. So that's great. So
yeah.
so I rolled a nat 1, but because of the house roll, that will be a 4. So 7 extra hit points for me.
Whoa, cool. You have a con of 16?
I do have a con of 16. Yeah.
Not bad, rogue. Not bad.
So now my hit points are 40. Or I'm sorry, 53 now. Because I was
Nice.
at 4. I was at
Does
46.
anyone need? So you all regain 3 hit dice, and then
That's
anyone who
cool.
wants to spend hit dice to recover hit points, now is the time to do so.
I will spend 1 hit die to try and get those 9 back.
I was at max hit points, and I get all my hit dice back, which is nice. Oh, I have 6 hit dice now, right?
Can I give Walykos my hit dice because I don't need them?
No. It's
I
fine.
You in my games, there's no recovering of all the hit points. That doesn't happen.
I know. Yep. Which is why
I was talking.
had
I was
spend-
talking to Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, do I need to use my hit dice after
To
leveling up?
heal. Well,
gotcha.
so
Yeah, I
basically
don't
you
do
don't
the
heal
automatic
on...
refilling of all your hit points.
No, I know.
You can
I
spend the
didn't.
hit dice, though.
I hadn't missed any. Like so I was at
Ah,
46, and then I
okay.
leveled up and went to 53. So I'm
No,
still at
you don't
4.
have to
So it's
spend
about
it
53, yeah.
to get... No.
Yeah, I hadn't
Okay,
taken any damage.
gotcha.
Like I used hit dice earlier, but yeah.
All right. With that happening, I guess we all, tend to our needs, get our stuff together, and I think we should press on.
Agreed.
However, Esper, I did have an important question. My disease, do I get a saving throw to try and get better?
I was actually just reading about that.
Yeah.
No, and nothing at the moment is
So it's,
substantially different.
okay.
The
So it has to
nodules
wait.
are
Yeah.
the nodules are they're definitely uncomfortable.
Mhm.
You feel itching and even some pain.
I don't
And
suppose
they don't look good. They're these bumps. They're swelling a little bit. They're getting a little more swollen, a little larger.
Yeah. I don't
But it
suppose.
doesn't progress to the point where there's any mechanical difference yet.
I gotcha. Aygir, I don't suppose you know lesser restoration. No. All right.
That
You're
I'm
muted.
not.
Yeah.
So what about
fine.
Vapor and his mental requirements?
No change there. Adriel is still your
Luck charm.
comfort blanket.
All right. Just get used to it, Vapor. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, I will lead the way around the corner and I will say, let's be careful, but if we need to, we can fall back like we did here. I'm just hoping that don't mess with that stone in the center. Obviously, whatever it did, summon that creature, I think. So let's continue on and see what we can do.
When Walykos says that, like, Adriel will kind of just like look at Aygir, like, and then say, Aygir.
Out of character
Don't
here, I
touch
think
anything.
I think all it did was the madness
I know.
thing, and just going into the rooms which did the summoning. But yeah,
It was when someone inspected the stone and was studying and messing with it up close. That's when it triggered.
Yeah.
If you
So
just walk around or just look at it normally, nothing happens. You guys even someone rolled a knowledge check about this last time.
Yeah.
So truly you need to be interacting with the stone up close.
Mhm.
If otherwise it doesn't seem like it's going to trigger.
in
right,
character, Aygir thinks he learned
Though
everything he did.
it seems
with
though
the
that
stone.
this dreamy stone giant person came out of it without anyone triggering it. So there might be more to it than you all know.
it's
Also,
intelligent.
there is a further detail, and
Mhm.
it got mentioned very quickly last time. So I want to re-mention it just because it might be of note, especially to someone like Aygir.
Sure.
You like when you first saw the stone, you were wondering, is this a natural growth? It has odd angles and facets to it. You've never seen its like. It's a very tall stone, and it looked like there was some protrusion kind of higher up on it you couldn't see just due to your vantage point of walking on the ground. You don't think that the shape of it is entirely natural. You think it has been worked to some degree. So there's more to it than you all know, both knowledge-wise and having inspected it physically.
Well, in character, Aygir, first of all, blatantly ignores Adriel when he says that. But secondly, probably thinks that maybe he's not going to figure anything new out like that just yet. So I think we're probably good to just walk past it. I think that might be the plan for all of us.
Oh yeah, Adriel's like watching Aygir, like as we are walking past it, making sure he doesn't touch anything or mess with anything or do something that's going to summon something else. Like
Aygir is not looking at Adriel.
Well, Adriel's looking at you.
In fact, if Adriel says anything about it, Aygir might just reach out and threaten to touch it.
I don't say anything. I'm just like eyeing you, making sure you're not going to do anything.
Okay.
All right, so I've put the figures there, and I mean, you all can, of course, move wherever you want to go. You come back to this location here near the stone. I mean, I imagine you probably don't get quite so close to it. You're being a little cautious, yes. And there is a tunnel which has a more natural shape to it that is snaking in a general northward direction. Anyone?
We head north.
Any ideas?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Is your whole
let's
party
go.
just walking along?
Yeah, I'd be good to go forward, right? Same.
Okay. What
same-
formation are you in?
I think this formation, right? The same formation we were.
Walykos is fine going ahead, or
Yeah, I'll stick with Walykos on the side. Like, it seems like we're
Yeah.
the best at like sneaking.
like that?
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're going forward slowly so that you can stealth and search things. And you go through carefully this tunnel through a ways. And you see beyond now. I'm going to reveal some area here. All right. Yeah, that's good enough. It widens up a bit. It definitely has a cavern-like aspect at this leg of the gauntlet. There is amongst a patch of some kind of leafy, like undergrowth. There is what looks to be pedestal with a glowing orb atop it. A brightly glowing orb in a teal type color that even glitters into white at its brightest.
Do any of us have
spots.
any possible idea what this is? Like the history of it, maybe? Like, is this something that's like known about this area?
Right. It could
Yeah.
could be something potentially Aygir might know, although I don't know why he would, but he could.
Yeah, I'm thinking this might be like a historical object potentially.
If
I mean,
yeah,
it's
anyone
definitely
is
probably
welcome,
magical.
anyone is welcome to make whatever skill check you think your character would want to do.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't think I would usually probably just like investigate it, but I don't think we should be messing with it yet. So
Right.
I'll
I was
just
gonna
go-
out of character. I was gonna say we should burn the grass before we interact with it, just in
Yeah.
case it like animates into some plant trap
yeah,
or monster.
just from looking at it, I'll do like a history check.
I think Aygir will do the same.
Is there any monstrosity advantage that I get from my favorite enemies on this knowledge check?
Monstrosity?
Yeah, monstrosity and giants. Yep.
I got a natural 20 on my history, by the way, which is also just a 20 because I have +0 to intelligence.
Okay, so Adriel, this is not any historical object that you have ever heard of or read of or have any sort of knowledge about. There is something dwarven-like to its construction. Now, the dwarves were serving the giants, so when I say dwarven, it's going to also be giant, right? Also to a good degree. But it does seem to you that it does look like something dwarves built just by its aesthetic. I mean, it looks magical. It looks quite magical. It's glowing and has brilliant glimmering to it for one. No one particular object comes to mind, and no generally mass-produced object of its kind. Seems pretty unique, to be honest.
Gotcha.
But you all, you move up carefully to there, and it's just there.
So, does anyone want to walk on the grass first?
Like four clawed. I don't know if claw is the right word, but four pointed holster at the top.
Well,
Just sitting still in this like shimmer.
well, we have to go through this somehow. I don't want to be the first one to walk on the grass, though.
Let me see this grass carefully. Esper, looking at the grass, what sort of grass is it? Like, normal grass shouldn't grow like this underground.
It doesn't look like grass, actually. It's some kind of leafy plant. It
Nature
looks,
check?
Yeah, you can do a nature check if you'd like. It looks almost like something you'd find in a forest or a woods. Quite leafy, maybe a little bit viney. So a type of bush or shrub or ivy.
14 nature.
14. Nothing comes to mind. It doesn't have any real striking look to it, right? Just a leafy thing with stems and whatnot at the base. Pretty thick, pretty thick, or it'd definitely be difficult terrain.
Vapor, have you ever seen anything like this in your arcane studies? Seems definitely of magic origin. There shouldn't be grass like this underground.
Well, it's not grass. It's like a ivy or vine or something.
It's a leafy plant growth.
Still quite strange, and it's only concentrated in this
thick.
area. Some kind of arcane magic must be afoot.
Or a trap or something, no doubt. I'm gonna look for traps, Esper.
Yeah, I'll help out with the traps as well.
There have been traps up to this point, so.
Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like Walykos and Adriel are going to kind of go about the room. Are you walking about the room, looking around?
I mean, I can climb the walls, so I can get advantage.
I'll just look around because I can't really climb, so I'll just look around that first spot, like the first section of the grassy area, see if there's anything going on there. If that makes sense.
Okay, so Walykos, you want to climb up on the walls, you said?
Yeah, I think kind of similar to the room with the lava pit. I want to get a vantage where I can climb along the sides, because the floor is most likely, if I was going to trap something, the floor is the trap.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so Adriel and Walykos go up ahead. Vapor and Aygir, are you okay staying behind or staying back?
So would this be investigation check? I'm guessing.
Fine enough.
Yeah.
So
now.
Go ahead and you can roll investigation or you can roll perception, whatever it is that's your personal preference.
I prefer
your own approach.
I get +6 to either one now because of my new expertise. Unnatural 20 for investigation.
29 perception.
You notice no sign of traps. You don't see anything that looks like a pressure plate or any hidden devices or like sigils for a magic trap. Nothing like that catches your eye. No. Even you're not close enough to the orb to investigate it. Walykos, did you do perception?
I did do perception.
You did? Okay. So you could probably see the orb pretty well. It's the illumination down here is good enough, and the orb itself is making a light.
Mm-hmm. Can I get to the far
nothing
side?
Nothing about it has any obvious, like there's no switches, buttons, symbols. It's beautiful, but you don't see anything that looks hidden. There's no seemingly hidden threats in here.
I will take me to the other side.
I was gonna
what was your result, Adriel, on your investigation?
An unnatural 20.
Natural 20. It's a minor detail. The leaves of this plant have tiny little hairs coating them. Many plants do.
Many plants that eat things.
I was about to say, yeah, that's
many plants, including like stinging nettles and things. Yeah.
I will could I like pull out a like a small ration and just kind of like toss it onto the plants?
Okay. Are you talking about a ration of food?
Yeah, a ration of food. Just like kind of
toss
a little bit.
So you pull out some hardtack and dried meat and toss it out into the plants, and it lands. They're pretty, it's pretty thick plant growth, and it grows up some good 2-3 feet high. So it lands, and you lose sight of it, and nothing.
Just wait there for a minute, Adriel. I'm going to check out the other side. Climb me along the wall, Esper, to get a vantage of where the tunnel. Because of course that's where the monster would be hiding if I was a monster.
Yeah, I could see that. All right. So Walykos can see that the tunnel goes to there, and then it continues along there, and you do see a door as well up there.
Okay. The orb on a pedestal. Yes.
There we go. There's the door that you can see.
Cool.
The orb on the pedestal.
Can I get to the other side first? Like, put me on the solid ground. Can I mage hand it?
Okay, so you reach or you send out your
Feathery
what is it? What is it like?
claw. It's like a claw. It's like a bird that represents the hand. Yeah.
Okay, so from your feathery cloak, a bird talon, spectral like perhaps, extends out, grabs at the orb to pick it up, and
see what happens.
Goes through it, goes right through it. It is
Illusion.
insubstantial, immaterial.
Yeah, I'll wave my hand through it a couple times.
It passes right through, so it seems to be an orb of light, not a physical orb.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I think it's an illusion, guys.
Is the pedestal also an illusion or just the orb?
That's what I check as well with the hand.
The pedestal is solid.
Okay.
Maybe this was just here as a trick, just to get the threats to waste time.
I mean, there's definitely something with this grass. I wouldn't suggest wading through it. There's either something in there, maybe, or it'll stick something to you, or hinder you in some way.
It's got tiny hair follicles on it. It doesn't. Some plants have these, but this is a bit strange. I don't trust
just
it.
burn the grass. Like, honestly, I have no qualms with burning it. If you,
I completely agree. Yeah.
Assuming it will burn. Yeah.
I guess I'll pull out like a torch and light the torch and see if it'll start burning.
I'll have Aygir come up and light another one and help out, just since one's probably not going to be enough to do it the whole thing just by itself.
Well, good luck with that, guys.
The two of you light torches and you stick the flames right into the plants, and they certainly burn. They're green plants, so you have to really hold it on there for a while for it to burn. But they're not thick things, right? They wither away, and they kick up all these embers of these burning hairs as they do. So you see all these little sparks raising up. The fire won't really spread. It's green, right? But you can keep burning it away.
Patches.
Yeah, basically just making ourselves a path. I feel like.
Yeah. Don't breathe the smoke either, guys.
Yeah, I've got my mask on, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the smoke doesn't. It has kind of a nasty pungence to it. That it doesn't seem pleasant.
I'll move to the tunnel on the other side to get a better view.
Okay, so
Vapor, would you like to help?
Maybe
us
we
burn
should
the
have
grass?
someone here who can fly or something come and help put some spikes into the wall like we did over the fire pit. Vapor, maybe what I'm talking about, perhaps. Do you think?
I can't
burn
make
a path.
anyone fly. I can levitate someone.
I think we're good to just burn a path right now. Okay, we don't have Vapor using his abilities at the moment.
There's no need for it.
There you go. This represents where you have burned through. So this is clear.
You made it that color.
All right.
I will move
What's wrong with that color?
I'm colorblind and I can barely see
okay.
it.
You know what? Why don't I make it a dark, like burned color then?
That
like
would be much preferred. Yeah. Oh yeah, red and green. That's great. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Or make it blue.
Blue will stand out.
Or
nicely.
purple.
Yeah.
Black would also work.
No.
Brown.
Oh, whoops. I actually had it on clear. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We
There we
know
go.
where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay,
I will move up to where like that tunnel is though after we burn that path.
Okay. So this is burned through. It's just like, shriveled, charred vegetation. And you two, I guess just Adriel wanted to walk through. Okay.
No, you'll go through too.
Vapor will as well.
Move Walykos over to the tunnel.
As we after we like get through it though, Adriel will look back and say, "Thanks for the help, Vapor." Putting my torch away. You were just standing there while Aygir and I were like burning through it.
Adriel has a hood on his head, right?
Yes.
like the kind of hood you could put up and take down.
Yeah. Oh, you can.
When Adriel gives Vapor a hard time, Aygir's just gonna like just push that aside, just like push the hood down real quick.
He's gonna like look to Aygir, put my hood back on, and then continue forward.
Yeah.
Very well.
Move to the door.
Continuing forward, are Walykos and Adriel continue to do the investigation and
Stealth and perception?
Yeah, stealth and stuff.
Okay, why don't we have you two roll your respective investigation and perception?
Sure.
Okay, my investigation.
25.
20 for my investigation.
Okay. The corridor ahead seems safe, and you walk it, and I'll just say that you get to hear if that's a simple way to handle that.
Sure.
There's a door here. It's a pretty strong looking door, reinforced door, right? It's got nice, iron bands and studs in it.
Anything else?
No, like trap or anything
Well,
with the investigation.
Yeah. Once you roll for the door itself, I guess. Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll do an investigation for that. Make sure.
Sure, I'll do my perception.
That was a bad one for me. 10.
29 perception. Yeah.
Okay, so 10 investigation. Nothing of note. Again, nice, strong, heavy door. The door frame, the hinges are made in iron, and the door itself is reinforced with there's like splints and studs. So it's quite a strong looking door. Has a handle on it.
Is there a lock to it? Like, is it locked? Like,
you don't see any keyhole or any other sort of lock look to it. There's just a handle on it. Walykos got a 29 perception.
Yeah.
Looking at the door.
Listening, looking, like maybe I hear something
It's
behind
quiet.
it.
It's quiet from the other side. Completely quiet.
Okay. Does the door have a handle?
29.
Yeah.
That's a very high perception check.
It was a good roll. It was an 18 on the die.
You hear nothing at all. Nothing. It's not even.
It's a fake door. Let's look for the secret door.
You don't think that. I mean, maybe there's like the slightest little crack, so you don't see like a wall behind it. Like, it does look like a door that can open.
Does it have a keyhole?
No, it doesn't.
Just a handle.
Just a handle. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no lock on it unless it's a physical lock, which wouldn't make much sense. Before we open this door and trigger whatever might be behind, let's just investigate this little hallway. It's kind of weird that this is like a fine hallway and before it was a rough kind of
strange
stone. So to me, I want to search these walls to see if someone's concealed a secret in one of the walls.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll include that with the checks that you guys already did, as you already
Appreciate it.
searched through this corridor.
Appreciate it.
And truly, there is nothing hidden or secretive to it.
I had to rule it out. Yeah.
Perhaps it would be best instead of one of us opening the door, Walykos, you could use your mage hand.
I will do so. Why don't we back up? Yeah, why don't we back up 30 feet, guys?
Okay. So the team backs up. Walykos sends out his talon, and it opens this heavy door. How much weight can the hand do? Can do like 5 pounds
of pressure?
I think it's 10 pounds.
10.
Yeah,
it's 10.
10 pounds of pressure. I guess that's enough to open a heavy door, right?
If-
I don't
if-
actually know the physics of that, but I think it should be okay.
It's entirely up to you. I think probably can open most doors.
If you know what the material is and what the volume and the mass
Nope,
is, we can
we're not.
calculate this.
Nope.
Oh my. I'm just gonna give it a good DM roll. It maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Do you want to call an even or an odd?
Odd.
Odd. Okay, so roll an odd. Your talon's strong enough to open it up. It's a pretty heavy door.
I hear
All
you.
right. Odd is what you're looking for. I've got a 2. So even your
Okay.
talon pulls at it, but it can't quite get it open. It
That's fine.
truly is
Guys,
quite heavy.
Actually, Adriel, this is probably better if there's anything you'd be able to dodge better than me. These pustules, man.
Yeah, Adriel will like kind of like give you a look, like,
Mhm.
but acknowledge that it's probably best that he opens it, and yeah, he'll walk forward and say, all right, well, if I die, remember me. Then
I will.
like
I will.
jokingly.
Yeah, I won't.
And that's Walykos, by the way, Esper.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Walykos is
Oh,
like,
my
no, I've
goodness.
got this.
Oh, I've moved the wrong token. Okay.
And
All right, so Adriel goes ahead.
Somehow you
and
bluffed
Adriel-
me into thinking that I was
If
you.
it-
Adriel
if
opens the door.
If it
Just to,
matters, like I would definitely like ready myself for something like I don't know, like a dodge or anything I
Yeah.
could do to just be ready.
A dodge would give you advantage on.
Yeah,
I'll
get a dodge. I'll dodge before I open it. Like
If
ready
Esper
myself for
allows
that.
it,
If that's allowed,
Right.
yeah. So
I
like
was gonna
if there's
say I'm
something-
Aygir is readying an attack with his lightning bow. He, which by the way, just to put this out there, since I saw it mentioned in the comments actually, I, as of completing our long rest, had switched from Guardian mode to Infiltrator configuration on my
Cool.
armor.
That's good.
Just that,
Infiltrator. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But is that
so
cool if I do the
ready
dodge as-
readying things is truly something you do during initiative.
Yeah.
Dodge. I mean, you could always dodge. I think the difficulty here is that Adriel is either dodging or he's putting his effort into opening up this.
I
Well, I
think
have
he's
a
Those
bonus.
don't
Well, I
seem
do
to-
have a
yeah.
I do
Those
have
don't
a
seem to
bonus
function.
action if it matters. Yeah.
Can you
well,
bonus action dodge?
No.
Oh, sorry, no, I can't. I'm
If you could bonus
sorry,
action
sorry,
dodge,
yeah.
I think that would work.
No, I can't. That's not coming.
Just go ahead and open the door. You're
I'll just
ready to
open it.
jump. It's
I'll open it.
thematic. Though.
You have the thing where you can use your reaction to have a damage on an attack that hits you. So if
Yeah.
there's like a bugbear right there,
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm like
You
the
can-
best
a
one.
giant
to open the
hand
door.
just
yeah.
slams you against the wall.
Yeah, I just get like
It's literally
punched to
just
the
a
wall,
massive
like-
stone hand. Okay, so
I'll open it.
there is something
more
worth
horrors.
noticing, worth noting. Adriel opens the door, and there is this sound like, and a sound of a kind of a powerful mechanism and a chain sound, and this heavy spiked chain whips out.
Yep.
Adriel, you actually see this. You're the only one who sees it. It opens up into just a real small chamber here, and actually there is no floor. There is a pit.
Good thing I didn't walk forward.
Nice. Well, the chain might drag you in.
Yeah.
Here's an attack.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I say as I see this thing coming at me.
13 to hit. 13 to hit.
That
That's not
misses.
going to get you.
No.
You dodge out of the way, and
Can like for
the ch-
flavor, could I like have
this-
like knocked it out of the way with a sword or so? I don't know.
you
like-
knock it out of the way, and the spike chain mechanism, like whips out and then like retracts violently, and the door slams.
Yep. Fucking knew it. It was a trap. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at everyone else and just like put my hands up and say, as we suspected, it was indeed a trap. Luckily, it didn't take me down there. There's some kind of pit, and I definitely don't want to go down there.
Let's burn away the rest of the grass and see if there's anything hidden in the grass. There might be a trapdoor or
Yeah.
something.
that might make some sense.
I agree. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you burn away the grass, and we'll just remember that it's all burned away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing concealed in the floor underneath the leafy plant.
Check out the pedestal.
But it really kicks up a
Yeah.
nasty smell when you burn it.
Yeah, I'd like to
You're
inve-
suspecting there's maybe something bad about that plant.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate the pedestal if possible. Yeah.
Okay, you go up to the pedestal, and it's solid. It's made of wood and brass and some other metal fasteners. And then the orb, as you observed, seems to be just light. It seems to purely just be a light effect, not a physical thing.
I mean, is there anything about the pedestal itself? Though, that,
If you want to make an investigation check
Yeah,
or
that's-
something of the sort, go for
that's
it.
kind of what I was thinking.
Specifically on
Yeah.
the pedestal.
Aygir will actually do that as well. He wants to study
Okay.
this thing in closer detail now that they're actually all here.
Yeah, I only got a 9, unfortunately.
I got
Okay.
better than a 9, but not by much. I got a 11.
Okay. Seems to be a sturdy, well-made pedestal and a orb of light.
Is it movable? Like, is the pedestal like? Could I like push the pedestal?
You could, yeah. I mean, it's a heavy thing, but you could drag it along or tip it over
Okay,
or
so it's
whatever
not
you
like
want to
a
do.
damage. Okay. What if we do? Does anyone have a spherical object?
A spherical object.
No. Perhaps we could put it on there. Maybe that's what it wants. We could always use Vapor's head.
Only thing. I
Aygir puts his finger in front of Adriel, just like in striking, flipping distance of the hood again. You have a problem with him all of a sudden?
He's been
Huh?
following me around a lot, and he's giving me this strange look every time we lock eyes.
following you around.
Don't really like it that
You
much.
do know you have always been leading in this group, scouting, so of course I'm going to be following you around.
It's different though this time. It's unsettling. Don't like it.
While they're talking and arguing, I'm going to search the walls for secrets.
It's probably a good idea.
But please continue.
Okay, Walykos,
banter.
do you have a specific location? You've searched
yeah.
quite a bit in this tunnel and in this room here.
Okay. Let's go back to the area, where that stone was, where you don't want to linger too long, but like maybe the tunnel on the way there.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
could we like? I feel like maybe to speed things up, it seems like we're just trying to investigate like everything in this like general vicinity.
But
Like,
there may be importance. There may
Yeah.
be bad things that happen if we investigate certain places.
That's
So we
true,
have to
that's
be
true.
specific. I will ignore the stone and focus on the outer wall, Esper.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, sure.
could I investigate the stairs?
19.
Like, is there like something maybe under the stairs, perhaps? Like, I don't know. Like, just trying something.
So, first Walykos, 19. So Walykos, we'll say, searches the walls, this
Yeah.
room, right? The general room itself.
Yep.
Nothing stands out to you. It's pretty well-made masonry walls, sturdy, pretty high ceiling, at least 20 feet, maybe even higher at the center point. Still holding out in good condition. Yeah, but no, nothing stands out as secretive. And then
Aygir's
Adriel
gonna-
on the stairs.
Yeah, just I don't know. Maybe there's like some secret hatch or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I've got an A. 15 this time for investigation.
Okay. You search the stairs and you feel like you're wasting your time.
Yeah, I as suspected. Yeah.
I'm gonna have Aygir investigate specifically kind of around the, I don't know if this has crown molding or floor molding, but like the line between the wall and the floor, just to see if maybe there is like a seam or something, how that water got in here, or if it truly was just magic.
Like if there's
The
something
water,
underneath.
the water clearly was a magical effect. It like rushed out of the standing stone.
Was there anything under?
Well, he's still gonna check.
But
just
but
to
if you
find
want
out
to
if
search, don't let me deter you.
Yeah, I think maybe especially. Well, what? Because we searched the tunnel coming in here. We searched a little bit around the stone. We don't want to do that again. So maybe he'll search like actually right this area, basically right where he is now.
And what was
Mhm.
underneath the grass after we burned it? Like like what was under that?
Just floor.
Nothing, right?
Just more of the
floor?
stony ground.
Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
if there was something like in
He
particular.
would have told us for sure. if
Yeah,
there was.
that's true. That's true.
Actually, yeah. Before I roll this, what is the
Yeah.
floor here? Just is it raw stone?
It's kind of
or
it's like a
masonry stone?
flagstone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a
sure.
flagstone.
He'll,
In the room that had the plants, actually, there was a lot of small flagstone and lots of cracks between them, so they were like growing up out of the crevices.
Right. He'll look for like a loose stone or a seam where the wall meets the floor, or possibly like a unexpected draft or something.
Mhm.
Now that is a much better roll than before. That is a 26.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness!
Wasting all these
Wow.
rolls.
Wow.
I'm good at investigation.
Actually, that wasn't a waste.
Good. Oh, right.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to give you something because you've rolled so freaking high.
My
Nice.
29 wasn't high enough, but the 26, I get it.
Oh, I thought you had a 19.
No, I had a 19 this time, but I mean, I had
Oh,
29s before.
But we were looking at a different
Okay.
area, so
Okay, yeah, different. Okay, so Aygir, right about here, there is some incredibly faint seam indeed that does not exist in other places. You're certain that this section of wall will move. This is some kind of secret door or secret passage. It looks like is it a stone? Trigger stone. Okay, it looks like there's a trigger stone that you can depress.
Huh. Now, he doesn't actually mean this to sound snarky when he says it to Walykos, but what he says is like, hey, Walykos, did you try looking over here? I think there might actually be something over here.
I remind you, Spike growth is 2d4
I'm inclined
damage
to tell you a different detail because you've rolled so high.
Yeah.
There is if you follow like the cracks in the flagstone, it actually forms this little line that goes. It's not a straight line, right? It kind of does the blocky twists and turns, and it goes all the way up to the standing stone. And it's lined up well with that jut that comes out of the top of it that you haven't seen what's up above it.
Adriel will come by as well to look at what's going on.
Okay, I start to like depress the stone and then pause when I realize that and look around at everybody else.
Yeah, Adriel's going to say, Aygir, perhaps you should stop pressing things without us looking into it a bit more.
I don't know where you're going to look into, but...
Well, perhaps this is a trap. You press it and then the floor opens up and we all fall into a pit.
Well, then you can stand outside the room.
This is the only lead we have, and it's the only way forward, perhaps.
We have to do something.
It's certainly well hidden. I didn't see it. So why don't you...
Yeah. The jut on the stone, that was not so well hidden. That was something that you all already looked at, but there was, fear or concern about going and messing with it again. The thing that you just found on the wall, that was incredibly subtle.
Well, yes, maybe we should all stand over by the stairs just in case it is going to.
So wait, hang on.
Something bad.
Can I just ask? So wait, I completely misunderstood what you said earlier, Esper. Are you saying that the button that opens this wall is on the standing stone? Is that what?
No, it's a depressible flagstone in the floor that seems to be. It seems like it's near the wall and might operate the wall, but also there's a line that looks just like cracks of the stone, but a specific line that you can trace that goes from this button to that stone.
Okay,
and to, like, the jutting up bit. That
maybe it deactivates it. Maybe it's a way like the handprint.
Right, could be.
Anyways, why don't you press it? If we have to fight something else, then we're in position.
And he is before he does it, going to say, "Now, Adriel, are you sure you don't want to do it?"
Oh no, I already opened the door before.
All right, midway through Adriel saying that, he's gently with his hand going to press the stone into the floor.
Okay. So the gentle doesn't work, so then you kick it. It took quite a bit of force. And indeed, a section does move aside. Revealing this chamber here.
Interesting.
Hey, look, there's a spherical orb in there.
Huh.
Yes.
Huh. Yeah, it sure is. And a lever.
What's in there? What do you see?
Or what do I see?
What do you see?
Well, I see.
Aygir, use your eyes. You have them.
Okay.
I'm using them now. Shut
Aygir.
up. Words aren't going to make me see better.
Aygir, you do indeed see a lever on the wall. It's a pretty strong, like a iron bar, essentially.
Okay.
And it's there, and it's has its affixings into the wall. There is a red orb. This one is not glowing. It looks like a crystal or some kind of reddish stone, polished. A large orb, actually. We might call it a globe, even. It seems to be resting on the floor.
Now, thinking in and out of character like a dungeoneer here. Is it about the same size as that light orb?
The light orb is bigger.
Okay,
It's not. It's not incredibly bigger, but it is a little bit bigger.
could
It's got,
conceivably-
a couple inches of diameter.
It's an
larger.
illusion. It's a trick.
Oh. We might be able to force it into the same spot. It might do something. Also,
Yeah,
so the iron
I
bar
get
on the wall does look like a lever, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks to be obviously a lever.
Are you gonna call out, or is it safe, Aygir?
Yeah. Oh, and so the walls here are, what are they like?
Mm-hmm. Strong, blocky masonry.
Okay. No carvings or bas reliefs or frescoes or mosaics or paintings.
Nope.
Or
They look much the
murals or-
same as the rest of the walls you've seen in many other areas here.
I'll walk up to Aygir, take a look at what he's just seen, and then
There's an orb and a lever. That's about it.
let me use my mage hand to interact with them, so we don't have to enter the room.
It's
If
a
we
good
can.
idea.
First thing I'll try is the orb. See if it, is illusion or whatnot. 30 feet, Esper, for the range.
Okay.
Yep.
You send out your talon, and again, it passes through the orb. It is immaterial.
I figured as much. That's why I didn't want to. Then I will
Another
use.
one. Who knew?
I will use my perception on the floor, the ceiling, the walls for trap kind of like indications before messing with the lever.
Yeah, if it matters, like Adriel would go up and help with and do an investigation.
Yeah, I'm
to
like,
find any
let's
traps as well.
just look around before we do anything because it's trap worthy.
Can Adriel help with this as well, Esper?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Got a
To lend
14.
advantage. The help
Oh, wow.
action.
I'm wrong bad
Oh.
now. Yeah, I got a 10 for investigation.
Oh, well then in that case,
Okay.
Aygir will actually do the help action to Walykos.
Oh, okay,
Adriel
sure.
didn't. Just,
I appreciate that. Just one of those times when you just roll badly.
oh.
Okay, so you all search throughout the room. Nothing catches your eye with the room itself. The surfaces, right?
All right.
I don't have any additional details I can tell you at the moment.
All right, who's pulling the lever?
Wait, don't go into the room. That was not the intent. It was to look with my eyes, not my feet.
Okay, so it was just Adriel who was investigating.
Yeah. All right, come back, Adriel. I'm gonna pull a lever with my magic claw.
All right. Yep. I walk back. I'll actually walk all the way back, like outside.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
suggest what is 30 feet away from the lever, Esper? I feel like it's further back than where I'm at.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
like completely out
Okay.
of the room, and I say, you might want to be completely
Yeah, I was
out as well.
just about to say, yeah, he'll. Yep.
And I'll be ready to dive for the exit if like it comes crashing down with like a barrier. But yeah, I'll mage hand, grab the lever, pull the lever.
Okay. You send out your mage hand once again, your spectral bird talon. I'm going to give you the same roll again. It really is quite a heavy thing.
Me and odd, yeah, odds are my favorite.
I've rolled even once again.
Change the die next time. No, just kidding. It's fine. That's fine.
Wait,
So
does Vapor have a mage hand? Like maybe he.
No,
you
he does
you
not.
send out
Oh,
you
okay.
send out the talon, and it
Mhm.
just it doesn't have enough force. It seems like you need to really put some force into
I get you.
into activating the lever.
Now, if I hold an object this high, letting it go with the extra force that it gains from gravity. No, I'm just kidding.
It goes like you would push
I
it
know.
forward,
I'm
not
just
up and
kidding.
down.
Yeah, I got you. Well, Adriel, you're up. I moved to outside the room.
I see. Of course, your magic seems to be failing us again, Walykos.
Gotta earn your keep, Adriel. I mean, I'm carrying you everywhere, like everything. Like it's not you killing everything. It's clearly me that's dragging you through all this. So please show us what you're good for.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm good for getting hit by traps, apparently.
Hey, you dodged the last one. That was impressive.
Well,
Yeah,
what can we
I
say?
will-
You're very good at it.
I will. I'll go up to the lever and I've already investigated, so I guess investigating is not going to do anything. I mean, if it matters, like, is there anything I
Zoom
could
in.
do? Yeah, is there anything I could do with like my thieves tools? Like, is there like any latches in there that I could like? Just like
Wait,
Okay,
so you've
so
only had one free eye this whole time, so your depth perception's all off. Also, Aygir is moving
To
such
compensate.
that he can look into the room because he wants to. I mean, obviously his secret desire is that he really wants to pull the lever himself, but he knows that it might be dangerous,
Yeah.
so he's going to let Adriel do it and
Yeah.
reap any potential.
all right, Adriel.
consequences.
Yeah, go ahead and if you want, give me an investigation check to
okay.
scrutinize the lever specifically.
Nope, no, I got 7. It was terrible. That was like the low,
Okay,
the nat one. So
Yeah,
Pull the lever,
it's
Kronk.
made of iron. It's got a slight bit of oxidization to it, but not much. It looks like it still works well. It's
Alright.
strong, kind of large iron bar thing.
can I like be too weak to pull it, so someone else has to? Like, I only have 10 strength.
Yeah, totally.
All right, so it sounds like Aygir is going to pull it. Yeah, is that
No,
what I'm
No,
hearing?
I'll pull it. I'll pull it. Let's
No?
go.
All right. It's actually a push from where you're standing there. So you
Okay.
put your muscle, and it does take, a bit of oomph. And you
got
spin
it,
kind
Adriel.
of like with the door, right? Like spins your action. And you get it into the other position.
Mhm.
And you all hear another sound like heavy stone scraping upon stone from back
the way we
farther
came.
to the northwest.
Northwest.
Back.
So that's
Sounds like a
Back-
pretty
back
familiar
that way
direction.
where-
Yeah.
It seemed like it was a dead end.
Yep.
let's go.
You
back.
all heard that too, right?
So 29 didn't see the secret door. All right, that's fine.
All right.
Not
I
salty.
will move out, and I'll say if we find something, if we find treasure or anything, I get the first go of it.
Maybe
And
that
I'll
wasn't a
just-
secret door. Maybe that was just like a section of wall that.
Yeah, a section of wall that concealed a secret.
Well,
I get what you're going
as
for.
in, like, it didn't have a way to open it over there. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I will, but yeah,
Let's-
Adriel
let's
will
go
will
back.
start walking forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's essentially that. I don't know. Maybe I could have given you some detail. Like it seems like this could open, but you don't see any way to do so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
there we go.
All right.
But that actually is what happened. There's like the part of a wall is truly a slab that has.
Hey, Adriel, good
now
work. I think you opened
opened up.
something.
It's a different type of limestone,
Yeah.
slightly different shade, a little bit less gray, a little bit more off white.
Oh man. it was
Okay, so
right
that's
there.
that's what it's going to be. Is
Yeah.
that
That's what I thought. Mm.
okay? Are you all
Yeah.
heading
Adriel's
that way,
gonna
or do you
make
have
sure
more to do here?
Yeah, Adriel's moving out of this room.
Okay.
He wants first.
I'll make one
dibs.
last swipe
He's
at
had to,
the.
he's had to open.
yeah.
He has had to open a door and push a lever, and one of
Hey,
them
you
almost
shot.
got him.
You shot someone, and you stabbed a construct.
I was also forced.
What
to
was that?
do potential
What-
traps.
Yeah. What was that, Walykos?
Sorry about that. No, I didn't say anything, did I?
I thought you said I'm going to take one more stab, one more. Look,
Oh,
one
yeah,
more
yeah. I
stab.
was gonna like try to grab the orb with my mage hand one more time.
Okay. Yeah, you send it out. Truly, it looks to
Yeah.
just be an orb of light,
Yeah,
of color.
just keep going.
Okay.
Onward.
So the party heads up to here. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
And
And just
on the wrong.
given a small time warning, I'm sure we're all eager to
Yeah.
keep going, but
We're at 3 hours. Yeah, almost 3.
Oh, yes, that is true. Okay. I actually suggest that we pause here
because we're about
because
to get
as
to a
you all
new section.
proceed,
Right.
yeah, as you all proceed into this new section, you hear movement
Uh-oh.
ahead, and there is something.
Combat's gonna start next session.
There
again.
is some, yeah, there is something right up ahead.
Nice.
That's perfect. We
Uh,
managed to get through the crazy, puzzle traps.
Yeah.
So
You mean Adriel
All right.
got through the puzzle
Uh,
traps?
Yes, very well. I'll give you all another 0.5 milestone for everything you've done so far.
it's okay. Yeah, I'll
Good
take
job.
it.
Well done.
Thank you, Esper.
Actually, no, a whole milestone. I should probably give a whole milestone. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
The grass was probably nastier than Then
Beliefs?
we
Oh,
found
it's
out.
nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys. I'm enjoying this. It's kind of a dungeon of wit and cunning. And I'm appreciating that you guys aren't just going through this like, berserker rush, because that's probably not the best tactic in this dungeon.
Yeah, like maybe some classes would be better at just like a barbarian, for example, just be like, let's fight the giant. It's not really my
Yeah,
style.
the barbarian probably would have just like jumped onto the giant and been like, yeah,
Hack,
right.
hack. Yeah.
It's great fun. It's like a lot of adrenaline and excitement, but
Yeah.
you all are playing the long game here.
We understand that
You're working
not
for
every
story
challenge
success.
not every challenge is scaled to us. There are things in the world which are just innately more deadly than us.
But there are also things which are stupidly deadly in a direct fight, which you can win by dropping a rock on their head or like
Dropping
shooting
them
at
in
a
lava.
distance, or yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was what I
Very
was
good.
hoping to do. I was hoping she'd run through the spikes to get to the edge of the lava
Yeah,
to come at me.
I
And
think
I
the
would
thing
just
is,
been like,
Yeah.
into the lava.
I think the thing is like she was also intelligent, right? So like she knew
Yeah.
that going there was going to be a bad idea.
Well, she didn't have all the information. Honestly, if she hadn't been 5 feet away, Esper, I would have hit her with a thorn whip, dragged her 15 feet through the spikes to me,
Thorn whip.
and then pushed her again through the spikes back.
Okay.
With
Yeah,
another,
that's a nice combo.
Yeah.
That's really
That's
nice,
the plan.
especially with the terrain and stuff. Well
Maybe I'll
done.
get to
I
use
did
it
see
one
a
day.
comment from Dennis Cropper, and I gotta
Yeah.
say hi, Dennis.
Yep.
Miss you,
Lycar.
Like
There's really only one thing that I want to say to you. Open up.
Yeah. Of course.
Good to see you in the comments. If you're still on Discord, man, drop us a message in there.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for playing. Thanks everyone for watching. I look forward to the next session, and we should have a nice, pretty layout and some music and dungeon ambience.
I'm excited. Yeah.
All right, well done, everyone. Until next time, see you then.
See you next time.
See you later.